Hello, everyone. Welcome to
What's up, guys?
Bella Would Not Be Denied. Bella beats out Mike.
Gangsters, what's up, guys?
Amazing timing on Bella's part. Congratulations,
So I wanted
Bella.
to take a moment to tell you personally that you will always be a close second to my actual favorite. And my all-time favorite is none other than Bill Goldberg.
Boo! Boo!
So Brett,
Just checking
join
something.
them.
Thank you very much for pausing your activities, Bella, to say hello and make sure you get that first chatter redeem in there. I appreciate you. Hopefully, everything is going well. Hopefully, you're having a good Monday, almost Tuesday where you're at. Same goes to you, Mike, even though you're slow on the draw. Bella beat you to it, but I hope you're doing well. Thank you guys for being here. Go right in a bit of pain, but I'm coping. What is going on now with you, Bella? Jesus Christ. Why is Bella in pain now? Oh my God. Tummy trouble still? I think you need some ginger ale and some chicken noodle soup or something. 2 months. 2 months and you still haven't gone to the hospital? I think it might be time for you to go ahead and go to the hospital and be like, I'm having a 2 month tummy issue and I need answers and I need somebody to tell me what's going on. I just have to watch what I eat. It might be that gluten. You might have a gluten allergy. Did you ever think about that? I don't know. I don't listen to me. Don't take any of my advice or anything I have to say to heart because I'm probably the worst when it comes to medical advice. They've tested my blood for a lot of stuff, but nothing came up. I'm intolerant to gluten. I think we need to take Mike's advice: less croissants, more mini eggs, or maybe that's it. Maybe too many mini eggs. Maybe you develop like a chocolate allergy or something. How horrible would that be? I can't eat much chocolate, to be honest. It sucks. Yeah, I can't either. It messes with my stomach pretty badly. So I can't eat too much chocolate either. I don't eat much candy, but it really sucks that you're going through all those tummy troubles there. You got all those stomach issues, and for that long, for 2 months is kind of crazy too. I'm sorry to hear that, Bella. That is horrible, but happy Monday. Regardless, persistent pain is definitely no bueno. You're correct, Mike. Happy Monday. Hopefully, you guys had a good weekend, though. I hope something good happened to you over the weekend, or at least it was relaxing and you didn't have any drama or something bad happen. Hopefully, everything went well. Tonight, we are watching Monday Night Raw because it is Monday, and that's what we do. We watch Monday Night Raw on Monday. It's a pretty packed Monday Night Raw since we're only a few days away from WrestleMania. So, Bella, I would implore you to get that Discord situation figured out because we only have a couple more days to the biggest event in the wrestling year, and that is WrestleMania, the granddaddy of them all, the showcase of the immortals, the show of shows. Yeah, you really need to sort it out so you don't miss WrestleMania. Sort it out soon so you don't miss Raw tonight. Well, Raw's on Netflix. So, Bella, after you're done your movie, if you still want to hang out with us and you still want to catch any of the professional wrestling action, you could check it out on Netflix. It is available for you if you have a Netflix subscription. Since for some reason your Discord isn't working out. I don't know what it is. WrestleMania is on Netflix too, correct? Because you are international. So you'll have WrestleMania on Netflix. So you toasty. You could actually play it, and you can still hang out with us. So like even if you don't have the Discord, if you want to check out WrestleMania, just pop it up on your Netflix. There you go. I'd much rather you watch the show than worry about what's going on in Netflix. I just couldn't help you out last night because last night was a pay-per-view event and the only way I can give you access to the pay-per-view is by streaming it in Discord, which is your problem. So unfortunately, last night I couldn't help you out, but I just want to take the time to thank Mike and Bella and Anubis for coming to hang out with me last night and watching AEW Dynasty. Uh, what a show. What a show. What a show. These long pay-per-views, man. I don't know what's up with AEW, and I don't understand why they haven't figured it out yet, but these long pay-per-views are not it. Not it. My eyes are still tired from that pay-per-view. Yeah, I crashed pretty hard right afterwards, which was very interesting. I crashed pretty hard, and I have to take medication at nighttime. So having to take that medication past midnight was not fun because I didn't wake up, because it's sort of supposed to help with sleep and all the other things I got going on, but I didn't wake up till like close to 1 o'clock in the afternoon because like my body was just, it went into crash mode as soon as that pay-per-view was done. The pay-per-views are just entirely the shit out of me. Christ. Oh my God. Yeah, exactly. That scared the hell out of me. Mike. That made the cat leave. Good going, Mike. Good going, Mike. You made the cat leave. Good job. Poor kitty. Poor kitty. I don't know if you guys can see me any clearly. I've been messing with the settings on my camera and trying to get it as clear as possible. For some reason, it won't let me stream in 1080p. It would only let me stream in 720, but I tried to work on the lighting and the contrast and all those doohickeys. So hopefully you can see me a little clearly. I tried to stop it so that there wasn't so much light on my cheeks. It does look very clear. Okay. As long as it looks clear and the colors look clear. Yeah, Lyra is passed out on the corner of the bed over there. As long as I look clear and you guys can see me and the color's good. I see the red LEDs clearly in the background. Okay, good. I've been like tinkering with it. I'm still trying to get it so that I can do it in 1080p instead of 720. Not that it really makes a difference, because when you watch TV, I don't know if you guys know this, but when you watch TV, most of your eyes are pretty much adjusted to 720 and 30 frames per second. That's why 60 frames is kind of overdoing it. When we watch TV, we watch it in 30 frames. Leroy is right there on the edge of the bed, out of the frame, being a lazy bum. He's curled up. He's tired of playing with his toys. So he's just laying on the bed over there. He's there. I don't know where the turtle is. Don't ask about the turtle. I don't know where the turtle is. Tortuga is on his way to Vegas to go watch WrestleMania. Bella's got a story. I still haven't found Tortuga. No smell, no nothing. I don't know what happened. I'm pretty sure he figured out a way to escape. Bella has a turtle. How does Bella have a turtle? What a coincidence. Bella has a turtle. Do you have a pet? Reese got me a pet turtle because I was feeling down. The turtle chocolate candy. No, it sounds like an actual turtle. All right. You have a pet turtle. What do we call the turtle? What is his name? His name is Bob. Bob the turtle. Bob the turtle. I like it. It works. It fits. Bob the turtle. It works for me. I'm on board. I don't even know why I named him that, but Bob the turtle works. Bob is actually a very on-point name for a turtle, if you think about it. Bob. I mean, I named my turtle Turtle in Spanish. So, like, Bob is definitely a leg up in creativity. He's a musk turtle. I don't know what a musk turtle is. Simple and unassuming like a turtle. Bob, exactly. Most people that I know named Bob are pretty simple and unassuming. I actually know people named Bob, and Bob's a pretty simple and unassuming dude. You also have his brother, Michelangelo. Wow, might as well get the rest of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles together and go fight crime, Bella. What are you doing? What are you, just hoarding turtles now? Good thing about turtles is they live very long. So you'll have a, couldn't separate the bros. Okay, I feel it. I feel it. They live very long, so they make good, long time pets. They make good long-time pets. Anyway, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be watching Monday Night Raw. If you don't know, Monday Night Raw is about to start on Netflix in a couple of minutes. So if you want to fire up your Netflix and watch the show along with myself and the rest of us in chat, I would implore you to do so very shortly. It's on Netflix. We're watching Monday Night Raw. And yes, thank you for hitting that command, Bella. We're also streaming on YouTube. It's a multi-stream on YouTube. So check out the multi-stream on YouTube. Drop a like on it, because the more likes on the YouTube channel, the more the algorithm pushes it out to other wrestling fans that might be interested in watching it. And thank you for hitting those other commands. Bella, you are the best. Thank you very, very much. We are less than 3 minutes away from Monday Night Raw. Tonight, we're going to see Lyra Valkyria defend the Women's Intercontinental Championship against Bayley. The War Raiders defend the Tag Team Championships against the New Day. Also in action is Dominic Mysterio taking on Penta. I think they announced... I don't see the view room on the Discord up. It should be up. Maybe I forgot to do that. Did I forget to do that? You're right, it's not up. I don't know why. Okay, I see what's wrong. I see what's wrong. Thank you for letting me know, Mike. I appreciate that. Go to channel. Let me fix that. And it should be good to go. Right now, it should be good to go. I see you guys in there. Mike's in there. Bella's in there. I don't know if Bella can see anything, but it's up. It should be working now. New Day sucks. Me neither. I was gonna test the laptop on Discord. It should be up now. I don't know if you'll get any viewing out of it, because you can see it. Okay, Bella can see it. All right. So we're good to go for now. We're good to go for now. Again, Bella, it's on Netflix tonight, Monday Night Raw. So if for some reason it goes down on you, you could always pop on your Netflix if you want to keep watching. I think it could be something to do with your phone. If you like switch apps and you go to another app that uses video or audio or something like that, it might crashed the Discord. I don't know. Anubis is another one that has issues with Discord on his phone in terms of watching stuff and hanging out in the stream and stuff like that. But like I said, Monday Night Raw is starting in a couple of seconds here, less than a minute. Why is I got all these? It says that CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Paul Heyman will be live on Raw. We'll also see a fallout with Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley too. So all three of those ladies will be on the show. Bianca Belair, Io Sky, and Rhea Ripley. I also saw something, I don't know if it's been verified, but there's going to be a fatal four-way match for the Men's Intercontinental Championship with Braun Breaker defending the title against Penta, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio. Again, I saw that from a news source, so I don't know if it's been verified and it's been true, but, you know, somebody else will be able to verify it. Yeah, that is a WrestleMania match? Okay. I trust you. If you saw it too, then it must be a legit thing that is happening. Monday Night Raw is starting right about now. Just waiting for the big Netflix dun-dun. Tonight is Dom versus Penta indeed. Looking for is our little community child that Mike and I foster.
Preparations are now underway for the two-night sports
12 days away from WrestleMania.
Which is now just
I already saw pictures. They already are doing the construction for the WrestleMania set in the stadium. It's starting already, and we're still 12 days away from WrestleMania. I think this is this going to be Bella's first WrestleMania? That'd be pretty cool. Is this your first WrestleMania, Bella? We're running into Raw.
He is the world heavyweight champion, the ring general.
I saw your tweet
He'll
about the
discuss his
upcoming podcast
bloody,
episode.
brutal
Do you only
beatdown
want
of
topics
Jimmy
centered
Uso
around
last week as
Dynasty,
his
or
brother
would you share
Jay
with you the show and
was
take questions?
forced
We're only
to
going to be
watch.
talking about Dynasty
The new attitude,
on this coming
new day.
episode that
Let's
we're
do it a
recording
record
tomorrow,
12 tag
because
team
the
title
simple
tonight,
fact is
cementing
the show
themselves as the
was
greatest
long
ever.
and there is a lot to talk
But
about
they're
when it
gonna
comes to
have to knock
Dynasty.
off the
So if you
World
have
Tag Team
thoughts
Champions who are
about
standing
AEW
in their
Dynasty,
way.
which I
The
know you
rough,
definitely
tough
have thoughts,
War Raiders,
go ahead and
American
drop
Ivar,
them
to
under
keep
that tweet
rekindling
and we'll
a
talk
long
about them
rivalry
on the
tonight.
show. But we're definitely, Shay and I
The
were already
Judgment Day is
talking
here.
about it in the
Trying to
DMs
reestablish
about the
itself as
upcoming
the
episode of the
True Blood
podcast,
WWE.
and we have
Tonight,
a
Dirty
lot
Dom
to talk
is in
about.
action
We have a
against
lot to
Seto
talk about.
Maeda.
Pretty cool that it's Bella's first
no
WrestleMania, so
fear.
she's going to be able to
versus
see
Dirty
exactly
Dom
what
live tonight.
the
And Friday night on
spectacle,
SmackDown,
the
CM Punk told the
grand,
world
big
what the favor is that this man,
ensemble
Paul
and
Heyman, owes
just
him for helping out
overall
Roman
entertainment
Reigns
experience
at
of
Survivor
WrestleMania. That
Series.
sounds pretty cool.
You won't believe what happened as we look back tonight. How can everybody at ringside? Michael Cole, my partner Pat McAfee. Pat,
Halloween matches? What Halloween matches are you talking about?
WrestleMania.
The road to WrestleMania.
Halloween matches? Bella, what do you know that we don't know? Bella's first Mania, for me, the first Mania I'm going to miss in probably 25 years. Oh, the themed ones. You mean the like the Fatal 4-Ways and the Triple Threats and all that stuff? An ambulance one and a coffin one. I don't think that we're getting any of those on WrestleMania. I don't think any of those are happening on WrestleMania, unless you know something that I don't.
Bianca, my dear, you are the special guest referee.
Bianca Belair will face one of these women at
Bella's
WrestleMania
got secret
for the
matches for
championship.
WrestleMania that I
Who will
don't
it
know.
be?
Oh,
We find
in
out right now.
October. What are you, Bella? I'm over here talking about WrestleMania that's happening in 12 days, and you're over here talking about like Halloween Havoc. Bella, you are something else, I tell you. You already got me going. Bella is causing, she's causing her own havoc. Bella, you got to understand, I'm very easily confused. You can't do that to me. I am very easily confused. I bet Bella might be, she might be like a secret wrestling insider that is just infiltrating communities and trying to see what they're talking about when it comes to professional wrestling. She knows all the secrets. What if Bella's been working for the WWE as like a UK liaison? You're secretly the CEO of WWE. Oh man. I have a feeling if Bella was the secret CEO of WWE, it wouldn't be much of a secret. I don't think she'd be able to keep it a secret. Right now they're showing a recap of the situation between Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky. This has been the talk of all wrestling fans in terms of what they want to see out of this. It's a big deal because there's a lot of confusion. The new logo will soon be a croissant. Oh my God. You're trying to upset people already, Bella. I could tell you as the CEO would be a trip. All right, here's Adam Pearce in the ring. He's most likely going to announce that it's going to be a triple threat match.
Pearce is fired up.
Obviously, let's get down to business. We all saw what took place last week revolving around this, the Women's World Championship. And because of that, the situation at WrestleMania needs to be addressed. So please join me in welcoming the Women's World Champion, Io Sky.
That'd be so awesome. Front row seats for everyone. That's not how you make money, Bella. That's not how you make money.
You know, Pat, you sort of got
Here's Io Sky, the Women's World Champion.
World champion Io Sky. She knocked off Rhea Ripley last month to win.
Big
the
fan of Io
championship.
Sky. Probably my favorite women's wrestler
Why
at
do
the
you gotta feel
current
bad
moment.
for our champion?
And she would go on now to defend this title at WrestleMania because
here's Mike already mad at the stooge Adam Pearce.
Rivalry that's developed between the woman she faces at WrestleMania.
Front row for you and Mike, all dripped out of merch. I like that. I like that. Hey, why don't you just give us jobs? Why don't you just give us jobs? I think that's probably, I mean, that's what I would want.
She's the champ.
I would want a job.
That's all she should care about. Head to WrestleMania.
It's because of booking like this why fed in the mud. Here we go. Here we go. Well, talk to the CEO, apparently, Bella.
And her opponent at WrestleMania, the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair.
Bella fire Adam Pearce. I like Adam Pearce. I wouldn't fire him. I think he's a pretty decent general manager for Raw. So is Nick Aldis. I think this is the first time in a long time I've been a fan of the authority figures in WWE.
She was put in this unfortunate situation where she had to be the special guest.
Here's
referee
Bianca
at the
Belair, the
title match
women's
double
elimination chamber
disqualifications.
winner.
I thought she was very
So she
fair.
earned the right to get a WrestleMania match for the Women's World Championship. Rhea Ripley's just trying to shoehorn her way in there.
Oh, that would be Wade Barrett.
Aldis took that RKO like a champ on SmackDown. Yeah, and I don't know what the deal is with Nick Aldis, but I'm sure if you told him to lace up the boots, he could probably still get it done. It always bugs me out that I'm only a couple months older than Nick Aldis. I'm a couple months older than Nick Aldis. Isn't that crazy? Me, I'm older than Nick Aldis.
Obviously caught up in
It's
the
upsetting.
moment,
I'm upset.
the emotion of
Here's
WrestleMania.
Rhea Ripley to make things
hasn't been
better.
Part of Judgment Day for a long, long time.
She hates Judgment Day at this
I
point,
like Rhea Ripley and her full leg tattoos.
certainly a part of her story.
They
And the story
make
of
me
Rhea Ripley
quite happy.
is that she is one of one, an anomaly out of
Did
Australia.
Pierce?
And the Eradicator,
Why you bonking me already, man?
angry.
I'm just saying.
As of
Why you
late, things have
bonking
not
me
been
already?
going her
Did
way.
Pierce say
She believes that
representing
Bianca
the
Belair
Judgment
cost
Day,
her
Rhea
the
Ripley? This
world
man's
title
out of his mind. Did he
last
say
month
that
in the
really?
match
I don't
against
think he
Io.
said
She
that.
believes that
Not
Bianca
Adam
was unfair
Pearce.
this past Monday night,
What is that emote,
part of the
Bella?
championship match.
They're
And
like
she
little
went on a
diglets.
path to destruction last week as well.
Yeah, Rhea can do
This
that.
is
on
a
a
triple
path of
threat
destruction
scenario
at
with
any
some ladies.
Which is why you would assume that Bianca Belair.
He did. Cole said that Pierce is all caught up with WrestleMania. Oh, I guess. It makes sense. I would probably make the same mistake. I would probably make the same mistake, to be honest with you. I don't know how they're able to keep their mind on all this stuff and properly get out the right information. I couldn't do it.
These three
But here's
women-
Rhea Ripley. In the ring is Bianca Belair and Io Sky. Like Mike said, just get it over and done with. Let us know that it's just going to be a triple threat situation to go along with the other matches at WrestleMania.
Ladies, thank you for joining me. First things first, I just want you all to know that I take responsibility for what happened last week. I was wrong.
Okay, that's nice.
Bianca, I was wrong to put you in the position you were in last week to make you the referee because I was wrong to assume that any of you three could handle this like professionals.
Oh, whoa.
I was wrong, but there's only one way I figured to right the wrong. Therefore, at
Look at all
WrestleMania,
the-
Io Sky, you
you
will
guys are
defend
just
this,
throwing
the Women's
ass
World
in the
Championship
chat.
against Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley in a triple threat match.
There you go.
Just
there you
like
go.
that, Cole.
Now, I don't plan on wasting any time. I need 3 signatures on the document. Let's get this over with.
This has already
3
happened one time
signatures,
before,
baby.
all 3 signatures.
But Rhea's wasn't official,
You know
remember?
what? A couple of weeks ago, this would have really pissed me off because I earned my way to WrestleMania.
She's right. She's right.
No.
She's
They
right.
said
She's
when
exactly
Elimination
right.
Chamber did that. They
She's
said,
right.
Be a special guest referee. Did that, and I did it all through blood, sweat, and tears. Yet Rhea could just walk in, do whatever she wants, and be
She's
added
got
to
a
the
point.
match.
She's got a point. Can't be mad at that.
Now you know what? I'm with y'all. with you. I don't even care anymore because I know you're not going nowhere. So actually, I am happy you're being added to the match because you really think I'm scared of you. Baby, I went through Elimination Chamber. I watched 2 of my closest friends try to tear each other apart, and I still won. So if I was able to overcome all of that, you don't think I could overcome a triple threat? No.
They're back on the U.S. soil, so you know Rhea Ripley's going to get a big reaction.
I'm going to walk out of WrestleMania as your WWE Women's Champion, and I'm going to go through you to get it.
Wow. Completely not even looking at Io as a threat, which is crazy. Io's the champion, but Bianca has a fair point.
You really think that I'm scared of you?
Shut up.
Uh-oh.
Get the contract, sign it. You done wide enough to get here.
Oh.
You got what you want, sign it.
She's right. She got what she wants. Shut up. Just sign the contract. You got what you want. You shoehorned your way into the match. She's right. Thank you for the lurk, Bella.
That's 2 signatures, Cole.
They keep doing that to Io. Bianca's been acting the most heelish out of these 3. But is she wrong, though? She's not wrong. She's not wrong. She did what she had to do. She won the Elimination Chamber, which gave her the right to get into the match. Oh, yes. Yes. Love it.
I told you, Pat. She's pissed off.
I love it.
She's sick and tired of playing second fiddle to Belair and Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky demands respect.
I love Io Sky, man.
As she picks up her title and says, "I'll see you too."
I love Io. I don't understand how anybody else, how you can root for anybody else in this match. I don't understand how you can root for anybody else in this match but Io Sky.
At WrestleMania
She's
in 12
just
nights because the champion has no advantage, Pat, in a triple threat match because the first woman to gain pinfall or submission becomes the world champ in WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's obviously not a favorable or desirable match for a champion, but Io Sky doesn't care at this point. And these 3 are finally going to settle this in Las Vegas.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, switching gears now. Last week, the situation between the Judgment Day and the Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker.
Is that Burt Kreischer?
That
looks like Burt Kreischer in the back.
Matchup, and as Penta was looking to take control, Dominic Mysterio would get involved, and Braun Breaker inadvertently would spear his own tag team.
Hey, Jeff, I was literally just thinking about you. I was literally just thinking about you, Jeff. I was like, man, I really wish Jeff was here so that he can see my excitement for Io Sky completely taking over that segment just now. To me, I'm rooting for Io Sky to win the match. Good to see you, Jeff. Thank you for that resub, buddy. I really appreciate that. Thank you for resubbing, especially during the ad break. All right, so they made this another, I'm telling you, WrestleMania season, so they got to try to get as many people into the card as possible.
You know what? I still can't believe Pierce's announcement. I can't believe it. What? I think it's great. Like, both of us competing for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleManias. That's something. Dude, like I was saying earlier, I didn't know you wanted a title shot too. Like,
yeah, Jeff, how is work going? Working for the United States Postal Service. Seems like you're being a model employee because we don't see you that much.
Championship on the grandest stage of them all.
2 members.
2 members, that's the spirit. Now we have double the chance to bring home the Intercontinental title back to the clubhouse. Because it doesn't matter which of you win, as long as it's one of you guys.
Been very busy lately. Well, I hope it's not causing you too much stress, buddy, and you're able to enjoy life. I am happy that you're here. Sorry you couldn't join us last night for Dynasty. What a pay-per-view that was.
That you're a loser.
Uh-oh.
Hey, but tonight, you get to prove them all wrong. When you go out there and you beat Penta all by yourself. Because, Dom, right. I believe in you. You got this,
I don't know. Finn kind of playing like a snake.
So what am I gonna do?
You're gonna do what you always do. You're gonna be the
Don't worry,
goddess of
Dom.
cereal.
I got your back. Ooh, Mall of America. Biggest mall in the U.S. I went there.
Thank goodness for Carlito.
Carlito,
Couple members of the Ooh
national
crew in the
treasure.
same
I'm just
match.
looking forward to my vacation
Bayley
in 2 weeks.
has won
And
just about
yeah,
everything in her
honestly, I forgot that was last night.
illustrious
Oh, I think a lot of
career.
people
Intercontinental
forgot.
Championship.
I think a lot of
She
people
hopes to
forgot
do
that was
tonight
last night, buddy.
against
Not
the
just,
inaugural
not just,
Women's
not just you.
Intercontinental Champion, the high flyer, Lyra Valkyria, who wants to continue to define her legacy. Lyra, Bayley for the title live.
That's
going
to be a lot of fun. I'm becoming a huge fan of Lyra Valkyria. I'm enjoying her wrestling very, very much. She's been one of the high points. Oh yeah, that's right, Jeff. You were talking about that last time you were here. You're going back home. He's going back home. All right, let's do some channel point predictions. Let me move that out of the way for you guys in Discord. Sorry about that.
A big opportunity tonight, Pat, for Bayley, someone who has been increasingly frustrated as of late. Hopes to turn her fortunes around tonight and win the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah,
Bayley's
definitely,
done it
Jeff.
all, done it all,
Enjoy your
done it
time
all.
off, and I would suggest
WWE.
sleeping
Never
in as
obviously
much
win
as you can.
An Intercontinental title.
Sleep
Lyra
very late,
Valkyria,
my
our
friend. Sleep
only
until 2 o'clock if you
Intercontinental
feel like
champion
it.
on the women's side since the beginning of this business.
All right, I'm doing the channel
Role
point
model
predictions
Bayley.
right now, so
Beloved
hold
here
your
in
horses,
Minneapolis.
you degenerate
Looking to walk
gamblers.
out of here with some gold.
There you go.
She still hate you, Cole?
I've been trying to make amends, but
No internet, spotty cell signal.
Way to
I'm
go,
probably
Bayley.
missing night 2 of WrestleMania.
Wait.
What's with you
Like I
guys
wanted,
and
but-
missing
I think
WrestleMania?
she's so focused. She's got a title
What is
opportunity
up
tonight.
with
She don't
that? You
have time
guys
to
aren't
wave
you
at
guys
some
aren't
loser.
real
I've been waiting for a
diehards.
while. She hasn't even acknowledged me.
Well, that's-
You guys aren't real
that's the thing.
diehards.
I don't know if she has time.
Mike's going to be flying overseas during and then
She's got a
touring
title on her
France.
mind.
This guy would rather tour
She's locked
the
in and
country of
focused. And what are you
France
doing?
than
Waving
watch
like a doofus?
WrestleMania.
Nothing.
I don't really know. Could you
Still
imagine
nothing.
if he's
High
like, nah, I'd
pressure
rather
moment
watch
for Bayley
WrestleMania
tonight.
than tour the country of France?
Locked in. She's going to need to be.
Woo! 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 That's kind of what I hear in my head when I wake up
It'll be
first
back.
thing in the morning. When I
Great
wake up
entrance,
first thing in the
great
morning, I hear the
champion.
Lyra Valkyria woo in
The
my
great
head.
Lyra Valkyria.
I'll ask for some freedom fries over there and see if they put my head on a pike.
Interesting
I
story
would put
to
your head on a pike for that.
Tell you
I
guys
would.
about Lyra
Don't-
and Bayley here in just a few moments. As
Don't ask-
Lyra makes her way
Don't
to the
ask
ring.
for some
Bayley
freedom
was
fries in
front of us 3 or
France.
4 different times. She still is not acknowledged.
I like
Lyra
that.
Valkyria has been champion for 84 days. This is her 4th title defense. Woo! And her last defeat came at the hands of Bayley. Woo! You think Io wins at Mania?
I was waving at you. You completely
She's
ignored
got a
me.
33 and a third
You're big
chance
time.
of winning. But then if you take
It is catchy.
if you take Bianca's 33 and a third percent chance, because Bianca knows she can't beat Rhea Ripley, then that gives
WWE LFG.
I'm making the math, all right?
tagging with him.
I'm making the math.
What's happening?
This is not right. You put everybody in jeopardy tonight. And then
I really got to catch up on WWE Let's Fucking Go.
The bond that we have.
Jeff says he's praying that Io does win. I'm still pissed that Rhea got added to that match. I'm not pissed that Rhea got added to the match because I mean, honestly, a WrestleMania without Rhea Ripley
You know, Monday Night Raw
kind
is
of
live
sounds
tonight in the
crazy
city that hosts
if you think about it
SummerSlam
to
in
not have
August
a
of
to not have
2026.
Rhea Ripley on
This is
WrestleMania.
Minneapolis. We want to
But
remind everyone that tomorrow
Bianca
morning, it's Raw
made some
recap.
very
Sam
valid
Roberts and
points
Megan
in
Morant
that
are gonna talk all
promo
about
a
Monday
little
Night Raw.
while
You can see it
ago.
on YouTube and
You
wherever
know, she won the
get
Elimination
your
Chamber
podcast.
match. She
That's a
won the
great
right
show.
to face
They're doing a
Io
great
Sky
job.
at
Megan
WrestleMania.
and Sam should be proud.
Rhea Ripley just kind of
We
just
are live tonight
complained.
in Minneapolis.
You know, Rhea Ripley complained. And then again, if you look at it, what's the point of winning the Elimination Chamber? What's the point of winning the Royal Rumble if it just means somebody's going to get a chance to go in there.
Tag team
somebody else.
Match, the winning team will take on Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for the tag titles.
Wow, look at that match on Friday.
Wow. Let's go up to the great.
For a chance at the women's tag team titles.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
It made Bianca's win worthless. Yeah, I mean, what's the point? What's the point of winning the Royal Rumble? What's the point of winning the Elimination Chamber if just somebody else is just going to bitch and moan that they didn't get a chance to win a match to earn? Well, win the match.
California.
This is why WWE needs more feuds like Naomi and Jade Cargill. They are feuds based upon stories and drama, not centered around a championship. I think for the women's division, WWE kind of seems to only rely on championship situations to create their feuds and to create their stories. It'd be nice for them to create some stories not centered around a gold prize like a championship.
Lyra Valkyria in elimination.
They need
chamber
tons more underneath feuds with women. They do. They do. They need underneath feuds that have nothing to do with the championship title.
Give her an opportunity at the championship.
Even if it was just something to be like, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I should be in the running for the main event. We need more matches to prove that you belong in the main event. You know, not just you had a title, you have a title, and that's why you're in the main event.
To send our best wishes out to a former men's Intercontinental Champion. That would be, here's a roll-up.
Lyra goes for the roll-up, but Bayley fights out of it rather quickly. A mount from Bayley.
He'll miss WrestleMania because of the need for neck surgery. So
he's getting a little scrappy to start off.
Miss you, Kevin. Godspeed, brother, and thank you for everything.
Now Bayley looking to control Lyra Valkyria.
We got some grappling here between Lyra and Bayley.
World champion Pat, tag team champ, NXT champ. She's won Money in the Bank, the Royal Rumble, but she's been increasingly frustrated. Talked to Bayley earlier today.
Yes, this is why you're needed, Jeff. We love to have your reactions on things that are going down in the WWE.
Not having your hand raised, but I'll tell you what, Minneapolis.
I hate to say this because I love Rhea, but she is quickly starting to get the Charlotte Flair treatment. I'd rather have seen Rhea get another match at Mania and keep her from the title match for a while.
Lyra has to know that.
Like Mike said, we need more underneath feuds in the women's division that don't necessarily have to do with any sort of titles. I think that Naomi and Jade Cargill are a great litmus test for this, but I think they should continue it regardless. I think it's something that they need to implement for a permanent time.
Bayley again.
Bayley goes for a pin cover, almost gets the win there, but a 2 count.
Again.
That was a game of cat and mouse right there. And feels like Bayley.
But yeah, it'd be very interesting to get Jeff. What are your thoughts on the segment that was on Friday from Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton?
And Bayley now.
Bayley always goes for that sunset flip powerbomb in the corner, and it really never works out.
By the champ, and Bayley kicks out. Watch this.
I can care less about Stratton versus Flair. The build-up has been boring as fuck, and the verbal back and forth have been dog shit. They have been dog shit. I'm not gonna lie. They have been dog shit. But they have a certain air of cattiness and pettiness and drama to it that I think is making it at least a little bit intriguing.
Nice suplex.
You know, it's giving people something to kind of be into. The fact that these two women, honestly, what a lot of people are going to be looking to see at WrestleMania is if these two women can develop some chemistry and actually work together, because that's how professional wrestling works. You know, each person has to attempt to make their opponent look good, and is Charlotte willing to sacrifice herself to make the up-and-comer someone that has been
Lyra Valkyria now
kind of outshining her.
Look at this.
You know, where to the point where she has to lie.
Bayley screaming in agony here.
Nice little pendulum stretch.
An Irish swing.
Give it a little bit of a swing.
Great move by
Transitions
Valkyria.
into a back pen.
Shoulders down now, and a kick out by Bayley. That was
Bayley
incredible.
all tied up. Hey, what do you mean by that? Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
The reflexive, athletic
Bayley all
Lyra
tied
Valkyria,
up.
the champion.
Exactly.
Innovative Lyra
I was looking for the
Valkyria,
button. I couldn't find it.
Jam-packed tonight. Target center, Minneapolis,
The
Minnesota.
answer is no. Flair will not do the job for a younger talent. Flair's ego won't let her take a backseat to anyone. Usually I have a rebuttal, but I mean, that whole situation on SmackDown is pretty much proof that maybe Jeff is right. Oh, what a drop kick through the ropes by Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra's brought it up another gear.
Absolutely. I think once you got kneed in the face,
I'm telling you, I like watching Lyra Valkyria wrestle.
Somebody she's probably looked up to.
Great wrestler.
Top rope, gonna fly where she feels comfortable.
Beautiful cross body, goes for the pin. Bayley
Bayley
kicks out at
out
2.
by Bayley.
I honestly
What a
think that
match
after
we have
that
on our
exchange on
hands here on
SmackDown,
Netflix.
Flair may politic herself to a win there. How, if you're Charlotte Flair and you're trying to politic your way to a win after that exchange, what do you say to the powers that be to convince them? What is your argument to convince them to say, hey, I deserve to take the W, I deserve to take the title off of Tiffany Stratton? I think it would be a bad idea, honestly, because Tiffany Stratton is getting huge reactions from the crowd every time she goes out there. They're going crazy for her. They're popping. They're going nuts. They're standing up. They're cheering for her. They're yelling Tiffy time. She's a hot commodity right now. She's a hot commodity. It's hard to be a hot commodity as a champion, because when you're a champion, the perception is you're supposed to be a hot commodity because you're the champion. You know, if you're not getting those reactions as the champion, then why are you the champion?
Everybody wants a chance to be great.
And
Bayley with a little bit of viciousness there, taking out the legs of Lyra Valkyria. The back of her head bouncing off the top of that turnbuckle.
Here tonight in this match. And the official, and now
Bayley with a big elbow drop off the second rope, goes for the cover.
Advantage, hooks the leg and a kick out. Great aggression shown by Bayley here.
You got to think Bayley is starting to gain even more confidence. Elbow drop to the back.
This has been an incredible matchup for the Women's Intercontinental
She says that
Championship.
Tiffany
It almost
was
seems,
unprofessional
Pat,
just
at points
because
that Bayley
I,
seems a bit
meaning Charlotte,
desperate here tonight.
made Tiffany look bad the
may be
prior
your last
week
chance
on
at
our
winning this
segment.
championship.
I, meaning Charlotte, have remained professional despite the crowd and Tiffany going low.
Every night is an opportunity for you to
If that's Charlotte's argument,
I'll tell you, this
good
crowd
luck.
is red hot.
Good
here in
luck, because that's a
for this championship match. 1 of 2 tonight.
That's not a good argument. That's not a good argument.
The War Raiders and the New Day.
That's not a good. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. But I'm saying if that's Charlotte's argument,
the title in a kick out.
how do you look at that and go, yeah, you're right? Because she's wrong.
Bayley calls it quits. She'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer
Charlotte
here in WWE, but
was
love to
all right.
that resume a bit.
The worst part about the whole thing is Charlotte letting the crowd dog walk her during that segment on SmackDown this past Friday. Every time she would get low or acknowledge the crowd that they were overtaking and hijacking the segment, they got louder and louder and louder. They teach you have to control the crowd. If you can't control the crowd, you can't let them see that they have gotten to you. Charlotte not only let them see that they got to her, she acknowledged that they got to her, which made things 10 times worse. And
Bayley with his half grab locked in on Valkyria, the champ in trouble.
And she does it a lot.
Some space here.
She does it a lot. Let's face it, one of the women's titles will definitely change hands.
Needs a little reset at this point. Bayley
Flair
has
is
been
almost
in
a lot
complete
to
control.
dethrone Stratton because Delaware Flair wins. Io has felt like an afterthought ever since she won the title. and is not sending good signals for the future of
Let me
her
tell you, on
reign.
the road to WrestleMania,
I
every one of
agree
these
with
punches
the second
sticks just a
sentiment
little
about
bit more.
Io, even though I'm rooting for Io, and I would like to see Io retain. Nice hangman stunner from Bayley, hanging up Lyra over that second rope. I would like to see Io retain to show that she's been the one that's probably been the most professional out of both the women.
Baseball
You know,
strike through with the boot to the face.
and she's been
Bayley
taken
in
as an
control again.
afterthought when
Yeah,
she
back
shouldn't be
into
the
it.
afterthought. She's one of the best professional
Break the count.
wrestlers on the planet, male or female.
Bayley with the
Oh,
suicide dive,
shit.
and Valkyria able
Christ.
to duck underneath, and Bayley crashes and burns.
No one was
Bayley
home, but you
with
might
a
have
wipe
visitor.
out.
And Valkyria, though, caught by Bayley
Caught by
again.
Bayley, who was able to
out of the
rebound.
belly, outside
Bayley
the ring, both
to
women
Bayley.
down. Crucial moment in this match.
On the floor, Jesus Christ.
Remember, a countout does not help the
I
challenger
think
here.
Io,
A
because of
double
how she's
countout
been
keeps the
disrespected,
championship
comes out
around
on
the waist
top
to Valkyria.
to show
And now at a
she's
count
the
of
top
5
woman
is
in
our
WWE.
official.
That I
And a
agree.
count of 6 again.
Maybe Rick calls
Both women
Papa
down
H
at
to
7.
lean on him to
Now
help
at 8,
Charlotte out.
Valkyria
I
climbs
hope
to the
not.
apron. Bayley beats the
That's
count.
a
Valkyria
bad look.
barely beats the count. But for Bayley, it was a good thing the champ beat the count.
Absolutely. Bayley needed Lyra to beat the count if she wanted to become a champion tonight. Count out would
Nepo
not
queen.
have done
I
anything
mean,
for
I
her.
don't
Lyra
buy
was at
into
like
the
9
whole
and a half.
nepotism thing, but
Electric crowd
if there's
inside
ever
the
an argument
Target
to be
Center in Minneapolis, the
made,
Women's
Charlotte Flair
Intercontinental Championship
fits the
on
bill.
line. Bayley now.
Charlotte
Moving it
Flair
belly to
fits
belly
the
outside
bill,
the
but
ring.
you
Looks
never
to put
know.
Valkyria away inside the ring. Lyra, though, great arm
Lyra
drag. Nice
counters
counter
with
by
an
the
arm
champ.
drag, very nicely done.
Oh,
Enziguri sends
to the
Bayley
back of
into
the
the
head.
ropes. Back into the
Looking for
grasp
Nightwing.
of Lyra with a gut wrench
Connecting.
powerbomb.
Shoulders down
Goes for the
Bayley.
cover. Bayley kicks out at
Lyra
2.
did not get all of her finishing move there. Wasn't quite able to get Bayley up the whole time and deliver the blow.
Yeah, and she wasn't able to stick the pin as deep as she wanted as well.
Hey, watch, this didn't quite get Bayley up high enough
Face
for her
it, Charlotte
finishing
Flair is
move,
just
and
as
the
egomaniacal
impact was
as
not quite the
Vince.
same
As
Bayley was
Vince,
able to kick out.
that's
Talking
tough.
about desperation
That's
there, those elbows
tough
from
because
Bayley.
I think Vince's
Doesn't look
ego
like that.
had an
Now
ego.
Valkyria had
So
Bayley in
to say
position
you're
again, this time with Bayley on the shoulders, couldn't
just
connect.
as
Running
egomaniacal,
knee, and a
even
second
just
knee
as
to the face of
egomaniacal
Valkyria.
is
Bayley with the cover. The champ
is
kicks out
a
again.
far
How the hell
stretch.
is Lyra even
That
functioning
man
after
had
2
an
knees
ego
to the face in this match?
the
Lyra
size of
Valkyria has
Texas.
an iron jaw.
Running knee strike from
And
Bayley
still
landed on point, but
chin.
she didn't get the win there.
How has she been able to answer the bell? Knee after knee to the dome.
Week after week, I become more and more impressed with the Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria.
We all have.
Because she's great. Lyra Valkyria is
Bayley, though,
fantastic.
looking to put her away. Second rope now, hooking the champ.
Lyra Valkyria, as much as I wanted Dakota
Lyra
Kai to
fighting
win,
back.
and
How
I had
physical is this
a
match been?
bet on Dakota Kai winning. Lyra Valkyria has been a fantastic inaugural champion.
Lyra's back gave out. Bayley.
There she goes for that
That's what she
sunset
tried to do
flip
before,
powerbomb.
that
She
sunset
nails it there
flip bomb
finally.
Into the corner. This time it connects.
That's a
And
head
Lyra's
rattler.
face and head have been taking a beating pat in this match.
Certainly have. And sunset flip buckle bomb there from Bayley. Attacked the back of Lyra's head as opposed to the temple and mouth. Like Bayley's
Something
been.
that's bugging me too is the
The
amounts of
officials doing a great
multi-man
job
matches
getting down
on this
there
year's
and
main
checking
event
out
card.
Valkyria.
I get that they want
Make
to
sure
get
that
more people on the show, but do we really need so many multi-man
damage.
matches? That's been something I've
Bayley
been
trying to
saying
fight
too,
back
man.
out of this,
I've
out
been
to the
saying
apron
the
now.
exact same thing,
best refs
and that's
the world
basically
here
it.
at
You
the
got to get as many
WWE.
people on the card as possible.
All
But
of
like
them.
I was explaining to Mike the other
now
day, it's
Valkyria
a situation where
From the top rope.
nice tornado DDT.
Roll through. Still
As
and now looking for a fisherman suplex.
a
connecting
person
to
that would
Bayley.
be in charge
Great
of the
combination by the
WWE
champion.
or like the
Can she
creative
take
process
advantage?
of it, you just
Cover
got to
now.
be real with
Bayley
everybody and
kicked
tell
out at
everybody,
2
look,
again.
we only have so
Lyra
many
calling
spots open.
audibles
Like, you
mid-move.
know, we only have so many spots
Pulling
open
out
for
all
a
the
match to
stops
get
to
you on
try to get a
WrestleMania.
dub
If
here.
the story's not there, the story's
In
not there.
Minneapolis.
They can't get the entire roster
And these
on there,
two women
unfortunately. So
deserve
some things
all
are going to
these
have to be left
accolades.
out. Who's been a better champ, Lyra or Chelsea? For wrestling quality, Lyra, but
2
entertainment,
weeks
Chelsea.
from
Yeah, I can't
WrestleMania,
really
they're putting on
argue
a
with
show.
that assessment there. I mean, you're pretty much on
Valkyria
point.
caught by
It depends
Bayley.
on what you're looking for. For me, I've been more of a
Bayley
bigger
down
fan
the
of
floor,
Lyra
the crowd is
as the
high.
champion because of her
Good
wrestling
Valkyria
matches.
combo.
Her quality
Bayley
in
with
wrestling
the
matches have been
Intercontinental title.
fantastic.
Is
This
it Bayley
included.
small
This is a fantastic match.
Does this instant classic end here?
This is great stuff.
Lyra still is not tapped.
Wow, Bayley pulls her back into the middle of the ring.
Screaming, telling her to tap out. Steps back down now. A lion tamer light move now by Bayley.
Bayley's
Yeah, there, clip the legs. Oh, Bayley relinquishes the hold right into the rose plant. Rolls through the rose plant. Jackknife cover. Nice. Jackknife cover gets the W. That right there, and you guys know how I feel about roll-up finishes. I'm not mad at that roll-up finish. Not mad at it at all. Because they were throwing everything at each other.
You know, it's hard to disagree
So I'm not mad at
with
it.
Bayley's strategy there.
I think Lyra is a better champion out of the two. Don't get me wrong, Chelsea has been entertaining as fuck. But Lyra is much better in the ring and has better range. Yeah, I'm more of a match quality type, so I think Lyra's match quality has been better. But Chelsea's fantastic too. I like the fact that she's Canadian and the running gag is that she's completely immersed herself into this American hero sort of vibe where she has her own secret service and everything American, but she's Canadian. I think that gag's hilarious. Lion Tamer reference can't keep AEW out of their mouth, fed in the mud.
Turned it around.
Why do we do this, Mike? Why do we do this? Again, you guys know how I feel about roll-up finishes. I usually 90% of the time I hate them, but I am actually not mad at that going down that way because it was a match. It felt like the entire match was a sprint to show who can outgas Tank the other. You know?
And CM Punk.
Oh, come on, Bayley.
She's frustrated.
Don't be that way.
You know what? You can't blame her. I think she believes she had the title won, and now Bayley thinks twice about it. Remember, these two team up Friday night on SmackDown in the Gauntlet match.
Good stuff.
Winner to face Liv and Raquel for the tag titles at WrestleMania.
Can't wait.
Now, I always had this question. Bayley has always been considered a Grand Slam champion, but now with the Women's Intercontinental Championship and being that she hasn't held it yet, is she still considered a Grand Slam champion? Are you still considered a Grand Slam champion after they add new championships that you qualify for? I don't know.
Let's head backstage. Kathy Kelly's got a special guest.
All right, Kathy Kelly. Bert Kreischer, I was right.
Action, and even more exciting because I am here with one of my favorite comedians, Bert Kreischer.
They gave him the customary, not really a WWE fan, not really a WWE fan, but we're going to talk WWE t-shirt.
Man, my favorite comedian, and I know you're a fan of mine too. I mean, which is the only reason you'd have to come to Minnesota, to see the only shining star
I think
to
if
ever
you're a
come out
Grand
of
Slam
this city,
champion before
right?
they were added,
But
then that status doesn't change.
I'm not competing.
I'm sorry, Kathy
Break
Kelly's
it, but
got
what
me
I got for
going
you is a treat.
bonk
to watch
crazy.
My boys take down the LWO along with the greatest luchador of all time,
Kathy
El
Kelly.
Grande Americano.
It was a little awkward, but I apologize. I didn't come to see you guys.
Oh, yeah, Bert! You doing good, sir?
Kathy, you go. You next. Kathy, you next. Oh, maybe not. All right.
You know the shirt off is like my thing, right? Babe, it's our thing now. Give me that big guy.
Minneapolis, we're coming, man!
Now, some specimens they are. Nonetheless, speaking of six-man tag team action, tomorrow night, the NXT on the CW and Netflix internationally, massive six-man tag team matchup.
Slapping me.
NXT champ Oba Fenix.
Hey,
Williams and Javon Evans
whoa.
take on three members of the chaotic Hellraiser group known tomorrow night on NXT, the Dark State in action.
Moving on. There's the LWO, Dragon Lee.
Rey Mysterio leading the
Rey Mysterio, Joaquin Wilde, who's not really Latino.
Six-man tag team action.
Cruz de Toro.
Against American Made and El Grande Americano is next.
We get to see El Grande Americano. Who's excited for that? The newest luchador in WWE. Ay. Oh, man. Oh, Ludwig Kaiser.
Here with Ludwig Kaiser.
He's been in somebody's DMs.
You've certainly been part of the WrestleMania conversation this last week, but we are less than 2 weeks away from WrestleMania, and you are still without an opponent.
First off, let me address the elephant in the room. Let me say what's on everybody's mind since last week.
This guy. The ladies' man.
Because as I said last week, Ludwig Kaiser still is the fastest rising superstar.
You don't have to yell, my guy. You don't have to yell.
Whether you like it or not.
You don't have to yell. You don't have to yell.
Yet, Adam Pearce seems to favor other people over Ludwig Kaiser because I'm still without a WrestleMania match. And as I said last week, if that problem isn't going to be solved very, very soon, there are going to be serious consequences.
Is that a threat to anyone in particular?
Charlotte Flair.
A threat? No, Kathy. Last week was a threat. Tonight was a promise.
No.
Much was kind of an elusive
Gangsters,
answer, but
what's
one
up,
thing is for
guys?
certain,
Hey,
we
thanks
are
for
ready
doing the
for
check-in, Jeff.
more
I appreciate it.
action right now on Monday Night Raw.
Hell yeah, we are.
That's for certain. 6-man tag team action.
El Dumbass Americano.
Ludwig Kaiser's not happy.
You gotta do the Jeff
Not at all.
check-in.
What are
El
we expecting?
Dumbass Americano is the
Passive
dumbest
aggressive.
fucking gimmick. Yeah, I'm not
This
too.
group isn't happy
I'm
either.
not too big on the
Certainly
gimmick.
not.
I
Got a chance to catch up with Rey Mysterio.
Kaiser's the new
earlier
pimp of
today.
WWE.
He couldn't stress enough.
He's
how
gonna slide into
disrespectful
Pierce's
it is.
wife DMs. That's probably more believable than him sliding into Charlotte's DMs, to be honest with you. I don't think anybody really believes that he slid into Charlotte's DMs. Everybody was like, yeah, nah, that. You ever see that situation where like you have a friend or something that's just a storyteller, you know, that they like to tell stories, but none of it's ever true. And they say the most outrageous shit, and you're like, wait a minute, no.
Did you know him in college?
I certainly did. I watched him at an armory or two do some insane things. It's great to see him now obviously teamed up alongside the great Rey Mysterio and LWO. He's always been electrifying, if you were wondering, Joaquin. He was wild.
So's Cruz del Toro and Dragon Lee.
And Rey Mysterio.
So we have LWO, Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Wilde, and Dragon Lee teaming up to take on American Made, the Creed Brothers version of the American Made, and El Grande Americano, Jeff's newest favorite luchador. Did I pay you and Jeff out? Probably not. No, didn't, but I'm doing so right now. Let's see how much money you guys made. If it tells me. I'm holding it out on you. Oh, a bunch of people sent in predictions. 1.8K channel points go to Jeff, Mike. Who else? Who else put in votes? It doesn't tell me who else put in votes. It just tells me Mike and 2 other people did. But either way, you guys get 1.8K channel points. Congratulations. Get to the pay window.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Collect your dollar bills.
Here comes the money.
Collect your dollar bills. A little change, as they say. All right. Back to Raw. Let's see what Pat McAfee and Michael Cole are talking
Everybody
about.
relax. Everybody, it'll be a great time. Can't wait to experience WWE World with the WWE Universe.
WWE World, the most expensive attraction in professional wrestling history.
Will AJ Styles, Pat, finally shut up?
AJ Styles versus Logan
a lot
Paul.
of people on planet Earth are hoping for that to be the case, but all Logan Paul has
You know
done
what
is
I'm really
shock
looking
people
forward to? I'm
in every
hoping
business
that
he's
there's
ever
a
dabbled in.
balance between
Jackie
night
Redmond
1
is
and night
standing
2. Because
by.
remember last
There's
year,
one half of
WrestleMania
this
40,
matchup.
night 1 was kind of okay and was outshone by night 2. So I'm wondering if there's going to be more of a balance this year.
Said a lot of things, and he did a lot of things. Now that we are less than 2 weeks away from your match against him at WrestleMania,
Where's your head at with all of this?
That's not a bathroom break match. I think that's going to be a good match.
Honestly.
That's crazy. Look, I'm not the biggest Logan Paul fan. Don't really care about his promos or anything he has to say. But I have to admit the guy is a pretty good professional wrestler.
How did experience work for you last week? And who exactly got embarrassed? Explain this whole situation to me, please. What is it that you want to hear? What is it that you want from me? You know exactly what I want. All I want to do is help you. Okay. We need the AJ Styles that's going to get the job done. What AJ Styles are you talking about? What is this obsession with you and this other AJ Styles? Because I can't let you lose at Mania. If you lose, we all lose. We need him. Okay. You want the other side of AJ Styles? Fine. I'll talk to Adam Pearce. And next week, on Monday Night Raw, I'll give you a taste.
Ooh, okay. I don't get this whole thing, but more Cross is good.
Cross barking up the style.
Karrion Kross is doing the best he can to try to get on the shows. Can't hate on that.
What? You said they're all together.
Well, they are. So I want to take you back to what happened 2 weeks ago. Dragon Lee, one-on-one in El Grande Americano's debut match here in WWE. And the man who apparently claims that he loves the tradition of Lucha Libre. What does he do? He actually takes the mask off Dragon Lee, which is a no-no when it comes to luchadors. And because of that, El Grande Americano using an ankle lock, like Chad Gable does.
A lot of wrestlers in the past have used that, but certainly disrespectful to rip off Dragon Lee's mask.
Accompanied by Ivy Nile.
Who is El Grande Americano? It's Shorty G.
And their tag team partner, El Grande Americano.
I wonder how much.
Well, you know, listen, Chad Gable's really upset because he wanted to perform in front of his hometown of Minneapolis here tonight. Well, he gets that opportunity to do that. The only problem is he has to wear a mask.
No, that is not true. Chad Gable had the sniffles.
Shorty G was a better gimmick than this shit. Imagine.
And I wonder how much El Grande Americano has gotten an opportunity to learn about the Creed brothers.
Wow.
It was like they're all
yeah,
on the same page here.
is there going to be a language barrier
many months now in American made,
between
so.
El Grande Americano and the Creed brothers? Are they going to be able to communicate with each other?
Learning as much as we can about Mr. Grande Americano. Obviously, he's been a couple espresso shots into Monday Night Raw since his arrival. Did something very disrespectful to Dragon Lee. We'll take that as we go and also learn some other stories. I heard this morning how Grande Americano actually chewed on steel growing up to toughen his teeth and his jaw.
So where did you hear that?
These are just rumors floating around. I'm trying my
All right,
best.
starting off Cruz del Toro and Brutus
as we can
Creed.
about this new
Brutus Creed
luchador
with
here
a double
on
leg
Monday Night Raw.
takedown
Brutus
on
Creed looks to
Cruz
ground
del
this
Toro.
high flyer, Cruz del Toro, to start this matchup. Ivy Nile
Double wrist hammerlock
for American made as well.
Let's not go crazy, Jeff. Shorty G was terrible. Yeah, Shorty G was pretty bad. Shorty G was another one of Vince McMahon's wonderful ideas that he gave us. Arm drag from Cruz del Toro.
Nice arm drag to
now,
Julius.
Grande Americano is not.
Joaquin Wilde tags himself in.
the Gulf of America.
We got some double team maneuvers coming up. Back elbow.
Big double team by LWO. Joaquin Wilde, Cruz del Toro.
Beautiful move.
Tremendous move. Cover now.
From LWO.
Kick out by
Julius kicks out.
Creed.
That right there is what Joaquin Wilde has been doing for a long time. Since seeing him in college.
And look at this, Julius
Who
Creed.
gives a damn about El Stupido Americano? We want Wyatt. We want the Wyatt Six. Yeah.
I love it.
What's been up with the Wyatt Six? Where they been? I
And
think
now
they
everybody
said
getting involved.
Bo Dallas is cleared to wrestle.
Chaotic,
He's no longer
match
injured,
for
so
referee Rod Zapata to
maybe
have
we'll
to
get them
officiate.
back.
There were no tags, Rod.
What is this, like a
LWO
tornado
is
situation?
rolling.
Six-way intersection here.
This is crazy.
I don't even know who's legal now.
I know the LWO are kicking ass.
Jesus Christ. LWO working like a well-oiled
American
machine
made.
here.
Need to regroup. Rey Mysterio's loving it. Uh-oh, look out.
Triple tope.
Down. Now that's a real luchador.
That was spectacular.
Very nicely done. They'll probably wait to come back
Not all
after
American
me.
made loves that,
Alexa's one of
obviously.
them
I mean,
that I'm stunned
Niall
isn't
just shot us a
wrestling
nasty
regularly.
look for complimenting the
Yeah, I don't know what the
LWO,
deal
who are
is.
in
I don't know what the
complete
deal with
control.
Alexa is. It's
Lee is
hard
now
to
legal
find
for
out these things
LWO.
nowadays because
This
what
is
I've
like
realized
a
in
title
wrestling
match.
and on social media,
A lot of action.
if you get
El Grande
attention any way
Americano.
possible,
Now look at
whether it's
Creed.
making up
Holy hell,
rumors
the
and making up lies
athleticism.
about things that are happening backstage, that's what people care about.
Three
They don't care about telling the
superplexes
truth. They just
in
care
the
about
target
engagement
center.
and attention on social
What
media.
action?
So it's like it's
Here on
hard
Netflix.
to decipher what is going on backstage, what is happening with Alexa Bliss, what is the truth, because there's really not a lot of people that you can trust. You know, so if it doesn't come from Fightful, I guess Meltzer,
Everybody's down.
PW Insider, even
Everybody's
those nowadays,
regathering.
I just kind of, except for
Six men
Fightful.
just
Fightful's the only one that
absolutely
kind of cares about their
Crushing each other.
reputation in terms
And now
of
look at
telling
this belly to belly. What a throw by
accurate,
Julius
proper
Creed. This Creed's the
information.
real deal.
Whereas
Two-time
Meltzer kind of cares
All-American,
about bringing it out
greatest
first and
wrestler in
always
the
being
history of Duke
correct and,
University. And here comes
you know,
El
all that
Grande
other stuff. It's just
Americano.
hard. It's just hard to find out what the truth is.
He's a
Not
US
that we're supposed to
Olympian.
be privy to it because none of us work there, but still.
Well, it was Chad Gable.
Yes,
Sorry, I
this
keep getting
is-
him confused.
This is
Apologize,
not Chad Gable. This is El Grande Americano. Remember, a few weeks back, Chad Gable was being interviewed while El Grande Americano was getting kicked out of the arena.
That was a few weeks ago, and still not quite sure how they pulled that off, but nonetheless. So tell me some more facts about El Grande.
Grew up near a train track. Used to run up and down it and avoid trains for a living to work on his dexterity.
So that's how he got so quick and stuff. He ran away from trains.
Would run right down the middle of Main Street and dodge vehicles and run face first into buses. That's a man who is...
So there's a dueling "That's Chad Gable, no it's not" chant going. It's very interesting.
No, he's not.
I want to like Fightful, but
Well,
SRS
he
Sean
actually
Ross
said
Sapp
it's
seems to be
very
kind of a
Americanized there
dipshit.
when
Lots of double
he just
speak
said
with
that.
him.
No.
I feel like Sean Ross
We
Sapp
don't know for sure. I mean,
kind
anything's possible,
of
obviously. It's
takes his job
2025.
very
Ivy,
seriously.
how did
You know,
Chad actually get that mask
he
to fit him
takes
like
his
that?
That's
job
not
very
Chad.
seriously, and
Well, how
like
did Chad get the mask to fit him like that?
he has to.
Like,
He
seriously.
has to always
They're
have
pretty
a word
good,
in
right?
about. And sometimes
not
with these
Chad.
people on the internet, you just have
agree.
to
Ivy
let
agrees with
them talk their dumb shit into the void.
Yeah, we did
That's
hear him.
the
Did
only
hear
way
him.
everything
him
works
both.
out
Yeah,
properly.
there you go.
Is if you let those idiots online that like to make up rumors and like
know
to
what I
fake
think you should do in a
engagement,
conclusive
just let
interview
them
with
fucking
Grande
talk into the
I would
void.
love to get
They,
over
they thrive off
And
of
kick out.
attention.
I would
So
love to get
any
over
sort of
Grande Americano
attention you
on,
give
the
them,
program.
whether
I'm not sure
you're
how much
owning
English he
them
knows.
Yeah, but you
or
can,
just
you can,
arguing with them or whatever,
brushing up
that's
on
what they
your
get off of.
Aquí estamos,
If
mi
you don't
amigo.
give them any attention at all,
Hola.
it makes them go
¿Cómo
crazy.
está?
Like it makes them lose their
That's
shit.
about as far
They're
as I
so
get right there,
fucking
brother.
attention starved. It's
maybe
nuts.
Uno cerveza, por favor.
Maybe Randy Orton will have a mystery
I know
opponent
that
at
one.
Mania
Very.
now that Owens
Yeah.
is
You're a
out.
professional with that
Definitely.
one,
Maybe
brother.
it'll be Aleister Black.
also, this is
That's
very
what
strange.
everybody's pointing to.
This-
Almost all of the theories
No,
that
that
I've
is, that's
read
another
and
booze that-
ones that I can come up with my own only shows that
guzzle by the
Aleister Black would be the smart thing.
American
I think
made
what it
LWO here on Netflix.
is they weren't planning on debuting Aleister Black. They weren't planning on till after WrestleMania,
It's
but
been
this
an
whole
incredible
Kevin
night
Owens
so far. The
situation kind of
penultimate
forced their
Monday
hand
Night
and
Raw
made them
before WrestleMania, and Julius
made them
Creed just
expedite
smacking
the
out
process,
Dragon Lee,
basically.
taking out Joaquin Wilde, and Cruz del Toro said, I don't want none of that.
That's a good decision. Save yourself so you can save your team, maybe.
The American Made has turned this around. Dragon Lee trying to rally now for the LWO. Brutus runs right into a right hand. He's a couple of fries short of a Happy Meal, but and now Julius up to the second rope. And Creed now.
We got a battle
Julius
on the
Creed.
top rope
Uber
situation.
Oh, Dragon Lee makes it
Dragon
pay.
Lee,
And Creed's
smart.
in trouble here. And Dragon Lee right to the gut.
Oh. That'll cave in your chest muscles.
Julius's athleticism set him right up for that. Dragon Lee needs a tag.
Julius doing the smart thing.
Trying to drag himself to the corner.
Getting a
Dragon Lee
tag
now.
off.
Uh-oh. Cruz del Toro legal. Cross body. Takes out Brutus. Man, what a fast-paced matchup here tonight. Oh, big arm. Down goes El Grande. And, sent out to the ropes. Cruz del Toro is flying. Ooh.
Yeah, we need more Cruz del Toro.
Cruz del Toro.
Rey Mysterio's got to be so proud of his protege's big kick to the ear.
We need more Cruz del Toro.
Oh! Cover now. Oh, thought he was going to go for the cover. Don't know why he didn't, but nonetheless.
Oh, he said, here's some merch. Are you not entertained?
Cruz now out to the apron. Looking for the high-risk maneuver now to put Julius away. Del Toro.
Brutus on the wrong
Like a
end.
rolling senton.
And then a dive
Goes
through
into
on
the
Julius.
tope to Julius.
And now El Grande Americano runs into a kick to the face. Off the top rope. Leapfrog. El Grande. Standing switch now by Del Toro. One for El Grande as well. There's the roll through. Thought he had the tights, but a kick out at 2.
I think from what we've learned thus far,
This is moving.
Americano's not scared to grab the tights a little bit.
This is some fast-paced action here.
Double team coming.
Oh, we got a double team. Whoa, what the fuck?
El Grande Americano.
I don't know who got the worst of that.
I think he really is Chad Gable.
Who got the worst of that?
After that.
Cruz del Toro, King Carry, Raul Mendoza. I liked Raul Mendoza.
Oh, El Grande's making a
I mean,
partial
it's
lucha
pretty
libre.
much the same person, but I
Dragon
thought
Lee will put
Raul
him away.
Mendoza was showing off a lot.
Oh,
Nice
sit out
power bomb. Oh, Julius out of nowhere with a shooting star
by
press.
Julius.
He might have
How does
crushed the
somebody that
kneecap
big
of Dragon Lee, who's
do what he
clutching his
just
knees.
did?
There are bodies everywhere in what has been a physical and fast-paced 6-man tag match.
That could have been over right there.
Hopefully,
And
Dragon Lee
deservedly so,
didn't
the second
dislocate
this is
his
awesome
kneecap
champ
or
of the night.
anything. Del Toro
Look at
off
this
the
dive.
back.
Oh, goodness.
Holy
Joaquin
shit.
Wild.
Joaquin Wild just took
Oh, that
to
was
the
Joaquin
sky.
Wild? That was crazy. Uh-oh.
What is Del Toro doing here? Del Toro now, top rope.
Whoa, that was
From the
nuts.
top.
LWO, let's go.
This is crazy as hell. Pat, what the? Ivy Nile just, hey, Ivy, what the hell was that? Ivy just handed something to El Grande that he put underneath his mask. Rey Mysterio may have seen it. Was that a piece of metal, Pat?
I don't know. It certainly looked like it could have been.
Ray caught him.
Mysterio caught him. Oh no, headbutt to Rey. Knocks him to the floor. Roddy's got something in his mask. The official has no idea.
He's got a loaded mask under there, Dragon Lee. Watch it.
Headbutt. Dragon Lee may be out cold. El Grande Americano now from the top rope.
Oh, flying headbutt.
With a loaded mask.
Wow. I'm not used to seeing that. I'm not used to seeing a loaded mask.
The Creed brothers and El Grande.
Wouldn't that technically hurt El Grande as
Now,
well
you
to
know,
deliver
El
the headbutt?
Santo, he used
Yeah.
to have a steel plate in his mask,
Yeah.
but it was to protect himself, not to use it as an offensive weapon. That's apparently
Unless
what
it depends how
Americano
it's been
did.
constructed.
And LWO had some
That was nuts.
magical moments like that as Joaquin Wild took to the sky, and then Del Toro with a corkscrew cross body.
Now watch this. Ivy Nile clearly.
Unless
looked
there's
like
like
a piece
padding
of
on that
metal.
other side of
Grande
it,
Americano, which
you know?
he put underneath his mask. He first used against
Like
Mysterio.
it's lined with some
Nothing,
sort of
but he knew
padding
what had
behind
happened,
it.
and he paid for it.
And then El Grande Americano.
Maybe he's got a
comes
really
down from the
hard head.
clouds. Headbutt the Dragon Lee, 1, 2, 3. I think what we've learned thus far is El Grande Americano is willing to do whatever to get a win.
Horrible. Still lurking away. Well, Bella, we appreciate you being here. Hopefully you're having a good night or morning.
Well, Pat, WrestleMania After Dark is the official
So he's a Samoan luchador.
Taking place each night, Thursday, April
Yeah,
17th,
I
and
guess
Sunday,
that
April
counts
20th.
for something, right?
Live in Live Beach.
Having a hard head.
Las Vegas, the official host hotel of WrestleMania
Hey!
41. Tickets are on sale now.
If you're
via
going to be in Vegas for WrestleMania, you can go party
I
at the
actually was
club.
thinking,
I don't know who
maybe
that
it's for me to actually debut one of my classic rap songs.
Yeah, I know that
scared
you
the hell
are
out of
an
me.
icon in the rap world is how you
Anyway.
Well, you're an icon in the entertainment world. Coming up on Wednesday
My thought
night,
was, who
8
are they
o'clock
marketing
Eastern.
these
You
after
can actually
parties
watch
to?
it on
Because
X,
I don't know,
TikTok,
I don't know
and
any
Pat
wrestling
McAfee's
fans that
YouTube
hang out
channel.
at
It is
Live
Pat
nightclub.
McAfee's Big Night Out. It's going to be fun, right?
It is going to be fun. We just got
I
done
had
with the
to
first
because
rehearsal
I saw
yesterday.
Bella
Got a
was
chance
awake
to see what's
still.
all possible.
Well,
Gonna be giving
now
away a
I
bunch
don't
of
think
money,
Bella's
having a
going
great
to
night,
sleep
trying
for a
bring the
couple
world
hours
together
now.
and be an additive to society. Should be awesome on Wednesday
I had
night.
the opportunity to be there yesterday, folks. You have no idea what's in store for you on Wednesday night. Well, let's switch gears and show you what happened last week on Monday Night Raw. The world champion Gunther making a statement in a match against Jey Uso's brother.
Bella was half
Jimmy.
asleep. Now she's not asleep. Now she might not even go to sleep.
Jimmy Uso, massive opportunity.
Here's a recap of the absolute massacre that we saw last week, where Gunther basically murdered Jimmy Uso. There's only one thing everyone should care about and be excited for. I'm afraid to ask what. This very uncomfortable segment last week. Mina Shirakawa full-time in AEW. Yeah, that's nice. But AEW, man, fuck, brother. I can't. AEW, man, they're killing me. They're killing me. They're killing me. And I don't think Mina Shirakawa is going to make things any better. I have a banana next to my name. I have no idea why you have a banana next to your name. It must be something Twitch related.
This is absolutely ridiculous. And the match be done with all of this.
Mike apparently has his own emotes.
Jimmy Uso's out.
Why do you have a banana next to your name? I'm actually curious.
Gunther gonna
It's
continue to
the
make
Gone
an example
Bananas
of
badge.
Jimmy Uso.
What does that mean?
And here comes Jimmy's brother.
Mina is the light and the savior that AEW needs. I wish you were serious about that. I wish that, maybe you are serious about that. But I wish that Mina actually was the savior that AEW needs, because AEW needs a savior badly. Oh, you are serious? Well, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate because she's definitely not going to save AEW. As much as I would like her to save AEW, she's not the answer to AEW's problems. The answer to AEW's problems is that Tony Khan has way too many yes men surrounded by him, telling him that he has great ideas when he really does not have great ideas. His ideas are very, very bad. AEW needs a competent booker. AEW needs someone that knows how to write TV shows, how to put together TV shows. It's his, like, I don't know how to explain it other than Tony Khan is way out of his depth, and there's no bigger evidence of that than that pay-per-view last night. As we look on to see the desecration of Jimmy Uso, the murder of Jimmy Uso in front of his brother. Like I said last week, if this segment didn't sell you, if this segment didn't sell you on the match and a reason to watch the match, I don't know what will, because this has me locked in. Like, I can't wait to see what happens between Jay and Gunther. Back to bed, you better hope Mike doesn't wake you up. Let's hope Mike doesn't wake you up. Gunther is the boogeyman. Not like the wrestler, the boogeyman, the actual boogeyman that you hear in stories.
Gunther.
Why is he dressed like Jim Cornette?
What he did last week. He's got a smile on his face.
Why is he dressed like that? Jenny Couture would never let Gunther out of the house with that tie. Who let him dress himself? Who let him dress himself? Because
I'm here with your women's WWE Tag Team Champions, Liv Morgan.
that was so loud in my ear, bro.
Ladies, thank you for the time. This Friday on SmackDown, we're going to have a number one contenders tag team gauntlet match to determine your opponents in less than 2 weeks at WrestleMania. What do you
I
make
appreciate
of
the
the field for
bits,
this match?
but you're a sadistic human
on
being.
the field? The only thing I know about all of those women is that
You
they all share
screamed
the
in
same
real
fate.
life?
They are gonna get embarrassed.
Imagine if Jim
on the
Cornette came
biggest
back to the
stage of them all,
WWE.
WrestleMania,
I mean,
by the
I don't know.
very
I
best
haven't listened to
women's
Jim
tag team
Cornette, so I don't.
champions
I
that
like.
WWE has ever seen.
I listen to Jim Cornette because,
If you can you please
like,
remind us of the teams that are in this gauntlet?
yeah, I
Can you
bet
refresh
it
my memory?
slipped. I'm
Of course
sure
I
it
can,
did.
Liv. There's 6 teams
I
total.
like-
Let's start with former tag team champions Caden and Katana.
Jim
Okay. Great, but not as great as us. Next.
Okay, there's also the
Jim
brand new
Cornette.
tag team of Natalia
I don't know
and
how to
Maxine
explain my feelings
Could be
about Jim
great,
Cornette.
but
Like,
not as great as us. Next.
Okay,
he's
how about
out
Shayna
of
Baszler
touch,
and Zoe Stark?
but like he knows what he's talking
not as
about
great
sometimes.
as us. Okay, next,
So it's
next,
like,
Okay, we're halfway through
damn,
from SmackDown.
like,
We have Chelsea's
I
handlers,
can't call
if
this
you
dude
will,
an
Piper
idiot
Niven and
because
Alba
he's not
Fyre.
really an idiot. He's just kind of out of touch.
Great.
But
not as great
WWE,
as
in
us.
terms of its
She knows it. Okay,
storytelling,
what's
has
next?
been so good right now,
going.
and
What about
storytelling
Mishin
is
and
Jim
DFAB?
Cornette's kind of forte,
Great, but not as great
that
as
I
us.
kind of
Okay, there's one
wonder
last
if
team, and it's a
Jim
pretty
Cornette
formidable
looks at the
duo. We have
current
the
state of
women's
WWE and says, hey, I kind of
Lyra
actually enjoy this
Valkyria
shit a little bit.
teaming
I
up
haven't
with
listened to
Bayley,
any of his
all
stuff
people.
on
What do you make
YouTube
of
or
that
anything
team?
like that. Sometimes I like to give a listen to it just to see where his thoughts are.
Great, but not
A
as
lot
great
of
as us.
times
Jackie,
his
you know what
thoughts
all
don't
these teams
align
have
with
in common?
modern day professional
They are
wrestling. But
great,
again,
but not as great as
WWE at this
because
current
Raquel
point, in
and I
terms
are
of
the
their storytelling, which is
history-making,
Jim Cornette's
record-breaking,
forte,
first ever
is actually
three-time
very,
women's
very
tag
good. So
team
I kind of wonder what his thought process is when it comes to this.
And do you know what that makes us? That makes us the greatest women's tag
Yeah,
team champions.
Bella's giving Mike one more chance. Oh, yeah.
Well, listen, we look forward to seeing you defend these titles in less than 2 weeks in Las Vegas.
Defend and win. We are walking in and out of WrestleMania with our championships. Sorry, keep going.
Okay, thank you for the time. We look forward to finding out who you
Jackie
will face
Redmond,
in less than
hello.
2 weeks at WrestleMania,
Gotta show
where
love
again
to
you will
Jackie
defend
Redmond.
your women's tag
To
team
be honest,
championships.
Cornette
Thank you
pisses
so
me
much
off.
for
His
the
hatred
time.
for Joshi wrestlers makes me want to take a crowbar to the
While
back
I'm
of his
here,
knees,
while I'm
pointing
here, I
side
think
first.
it is
Yeah,
important
like,
to say
again.
that tonight, Daddy
Thank you
Dom
for
will
the
just
ball.
show how much of humanity
It's the color. It's the lilac color. It looks very nice on Jack.
Are you ready?
Again, he has these out of touch, completely obnoxious, racist almost viewpoints, and it's like, fuck that guy. But then he talks about stories and constructing wrestling angles and making wrestling angles work and fixing the angles that don't work. And you wonder, fuck, if this guy wasn't such a fucking asshat, he'd actually be useful. I think that's the thing about Jim Cornette that perplexes me the most. If he wasn't such a fucking doofus on everything else, you know, his thoughts on Joshi wrestling included, he'd actually be valuable in the wrestling industry even today because he's such a great constructor of stories.
Valuable material.
But
this past week,
you know,
Generation X
sometimes
was the
people are fucking idiots.
This past week, Generation X completed a full sentence.
You should hear how much he hates
He's one of the funniest
Makito. I'm
people I
sure
know.
he fucking
We traveled
hates
up and down the roads
Makito.
together,
He hates
and he made me
Riho,
laugh
and
every
he
stretch of the
hates.
way. And if you're not down with
he
that,
hates. There's no. Once you've heard him hate on one thing, you've heard him hate them all. You know, it's just cleverly worded insults
Fontainebleau in
that
Las Vegas is the official hotel of WrestleMania 41.
I haven't heard that
Host
one
the
before,
2025 WWE Hall of
again,
Fame ceremony
I
on
don't
Friday,
listen.
April 18th at 10 p.m.
rarely-
Pacific, 2 hours.
Sometimes
after
I seek
SmackDown
out
ends, so there's
his
plenty of time to get down the
opinions on
script
current
to
day
catch the Hall of
stuff,
Fame. The
just
inductions
to
of
be
Lex Luger,
surprised.
Michelle McCool,
I
the
like
Natural
to see if I
Disasters,
hear
the
that he
immortal match from
actually enjoyed
WrestleMania
something,
13
but
between
most of the
Stone
time when
Cold
I'm
Steve Austin and
consuming
Bret
any
Hart.
sort of Jim
Triple
Cornette
H
content
will be
is,
live from the
his
Blue Line Theater.
drive-through
Tickets are on sale
episodes
now
where he
via
talks about
Ticketmaster.
stories from like the territory days and stuff
And it
like
is
that.
also
because I like his
Matt and I's
stories
distinct honor
from like the
to have been asked. We're humbled
years
to
of
be
wrestling
a part of
when
this
he
and
was
actually host
prominent,
this year's
like that.
Hall
When
of
it comes
Fame. We've
to
got some
wrestling of
tricks up our
today and
sleeves
Jim
as well.
Cornette,
Yeah, legendary night celebrating the
like I
legends
said,
that
I
made
just sometimes
this
seek it out
business
to
what
see
it
if I'm
is
gonna be
today. Cannot
surprised
wait
or
to
shocked.
celebrate the past while honoring today and getting excited for the WrestleMania happening tomorrow. What an honor.
I wonder if
And
they're
we're in
cut. Oh
Minneapolis
wait,
tonight. This
no,
is the
that's
penultimate.
the fill time, and we're on Netflix now.
This guy should
Uh-oh. Here's the Austrian Psycho, the ring general, the murderer of Jimmy Uso, Gunther. Again, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the dark gray red tie. I'm not a fan of it.
The ring general, Gunther.
I'm not trolling here, but from what I've seen of
12
Mark
nights
Vito, I
away
don't get
from
the gimmick and I dislike
Gunther
it very
defending his
much.
world
How
championship
can you
against
dislike it if you don't
main
get
event
it?
Jey Uso, the
You can't have both.
2025
You
Royal
just don't
Rumble
get it.
winner at WrestleMania. Big smile on his face.
You
and
can't be like, I don't get it, so I hate it.
I have to believe that there is a
that-
reason that
you can't do that.
Gunther is
That-
sporting
that-
a red
you can say you
tie
don't
tonight,
get it, but to be like, I don't
based
get it.
upon the bloody,
I hate
brutal
it because I don't get it.
beatdown that he gave Jimmy
That
Uso
just,
last
that just
week.
sounds
as
like
his
you are trolling. That just sounds like you're being a
brother
hater for a
Jay
hater's
looked on.
sake. Granted, if I've seen
World Heavyweight
10
Championship
Maki
fight
Ito matches,
at
that's way too
WrestleMania.
many.
Is that
I've
man,
never
Gunther,
seen a ton
takes
of
on
Maki
a
Ito's work. I
Royal
have seen her
Rumble
work
winner.
before.
Jey
She
Uso
really doesn't
at
strike me as anything
WrestleMania.
different.
Yeah, you're the champ, sir. Understand that.
Oh my God.
Just the same thing, they're getting weak mic shots and she did when she was in AEW. It looks stupid. Well, I mean, that's AEW.
He's grinning like a butcher's dog, as Gumpy would say.
You know?
Well, at least he's not going to
You gotta be careful. Like you gotta
attack anybody tonight because he's out here first.
If AEW
it's hard to
is
miss
your
him,
first
especially
exposure to things, you gotta be like,
Standing on top of our commentary table.
Maki Ito isn't really using a gimmick. She's mostly being herself. She is a former J-pop
He gave me
idol,
the dirtiest
so that leads into her
of
gimmick
looks
too.
earlier
She's
today.
the fired idol.
Well, you called him.
Interesting. That's one way to
Called
set
him a
up
hypocrite, I do believe.
a
on
backstory.
Netflix. As Minneapolis is chanting, they want Jay right in Gunther's face. Took a
That's
victory
most
lap
of your
sorts there.
exposure.
if
Yeah,
you will.
that's the thing you got to be wary of, as it's an AEW presentation, and presentations in AEW, especially first impression presentations, are not their strong suit. They are not good at it. I can't think. Maybe Hologram is the only first impression AEW situation where I was like, oh, that works.
Okay. Moods have changed in the target.
Leroy Dragon! Out there digging the chain.
Paul, you yeeting?
I'm yeeting.
Hey, look at him! Look at him! Look at him! Look at him!
Where the hell is he, Cole? There he is! A Royal
Why
Rumble.
isn't Jey Uso carrying
you
like a
yeeting?
pipe or a crowbar
Hell
or a
yeah,
bat?
I'm yeeting. How could you not?
But
I'd be carrying a weapon if I was Jey
Yeet,
Uso.
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Well, Pat, there's one problem. There's only one guy in this arena that's not yeeting.
Well, let the beat drop. We shall see.
He's not gonna eat. I wouldn't eat too. He literally just watched his brother
He
get
is not
murdered
eating.
last week.
That is main
Why
event
the fuck
Jey
would he
Uso.
be eating? He watched his brother get murdered.
I mean, Gunther's moving more to the beat than Jey
Bell is
actually is
eating.
tonight.
Bella's yeeting all over herself in the chat.
A very serious.
Bella was asleep, and then she heard Jey Uso's
number
theme,
one contender,
and she woke up, and she realized this was Bella.
Hey, we'll yeet for
Day
you,
one
Jay.
ish.
I mean, you can't blame Jay for after what he
Bella
witnessed
going
last
crazy.
week. The complete and utter destruction of his brother Jimmy is.
Again,
he was
if I was Jey
zip-tied
Uso, I'd be carrying a pipe.
handcuffed to a
I'd be
rope in the
carrying
hands
a
of
bat.
Gunther and was
I'd
forced
be
to
carrying
watch.
a crowbar.
Helpless.
This man literally murdered his brother in front of him. He literally murdered his brother in front of him.
Jay's locked in. Go.
Bella woke up to yeet. Spiked knuckles? I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. I've never heard of spiked knuckles. Do they actually make spiked knuckles?
For you, Jay.
Gunther has not stopped smiling since he wandered down to this ring.
Why are you getting ready to talk to this man?
That was good.
Like, why are you carrying? Unless you're gonna use that mic as a weapon. What do we have to discuss here? You murdered my brother last week.
I don't know how Jay restrained himself. He's so locked in right now.
Murder. You murdered him. Bella, you missed it. You missed it last week. He murdered his brother in front of him. Smacked the shit out of the microphone. Hello. Hey. All right.
Yeah. I like it. Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Like, for real, Bella, it was a bloody massacre. Mike could tell you. Mike saw it. It was the most uncomfortable thing in the entire fucking world. Oh, yeah. He didn't actually murder him, Bella. He's not dead. But he looked like it. He looked like he was dead. He was covered in blood. Covered, like, a lot of blood. There was blood everywhere. Blood was everywhere. He was covered in Jimmy's blood.
Gunther. You have a mother. You got a mom.
You got a mom? I got a mom.
You talk to your mom?
Too asleep for this. I'll post up a
What do y'all
clip
talk
for you,
about?
Bella, so you can understand what's going on.
Family stuff. She asked you, like, how's her wife, how's her grandson doing? Walk the dog. Did you guys cook dinner? What did you eat? You know what I'm saying, Oos? Regular family stuff.
Regular family shit. That's what I would have said.
I got a mother too. You want to know what me and my mom talked about this week? You want to know what I had to tell her? Her oldest son laid up in a hospital bed. Her oldest son got 15 stitches across his forehead. You want to know what she asked me?
What are you going to do about it?
She said, why didn't you protect him, Joshua?
Oh, shit, that's even worse.
As a grown man, I've never lied to my mom. I ain't gonna start now. You wanna know what I told her? I told her I was afraid.
Oh, wow.
I told her I was afraid of you. But you had me, Gunther. You had me, man. You had the drop on me. You was 3 steps ahead of me. You playing chess, I'm playing checkers. You had me. But it wasn't enough for you. You had to go get my family involved. And you know how I feel about my family. They do, especially Jimmy.
He went after his brother to get to him, Bella. This is a really good, sneakily good story.
Left him a bloody pulp while I'm zip tied to the ropes. Look, Goose, I sat here and I watched you wipe my brother's blood all over your body. Now his blood is on my hands too. I ain't never felt so hopeless, so helpless, disrespected, pissed off, mad, angry, damn near scared. You made the whole damn world stop. Damn. Violated my twin in front of me. Made my heart stop. You know what the crazy thing is, Zeus? In my darkest moment, my darkest time, right here in front of the world, man, a light bulb went off on me, Zeus. Ain't that something?
Ain't that some shit?
You know what I realized?
That's what he wanted to say.
You want to know what I realized, Zeus? Hey, Gunther, look at me. I'm not afraid of you no more.
Uh-oh. 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 That's not what Gunther wanted.
No. Before WrestleMania, hug and kiss your family.
Wow.
Before WrestleMania, the night before, I'm gonna lay my head down and I'm gonna say a prayer. I'm gonna pray about you, more so for me. And I'm gonna ask the Lord to forgive me for the man who I'm about to become.
Woo. Woo!
Because at WrestleMania, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you for me. I'm gonna get you for Jimmy. I'm gonna get you for my whole damn family. And I will take the World Heavyweight Championship.
Gunther looked scared. Wow. You know what? It works. There's nothing scarier than a man with nothing to lose. He went in there with nothing to lose. No weapons, no nothing, no plan to attack Gunther, nothing.
For the first time,
and he told Gunther straight to his face,
made his decision after
I'm not
the Royal
scared of you
Rumble
anymore.
For the
It's like that Home Alone moment where he figures out he's not scared of the old man.
Gunther,
I'm not scared of you anymore.
Has lost the upper hand in this rivalry.
In 2 weeks, they've made this white hot. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this match.
Gunther forcing Jay to watch has changed Jey Uso, and perhaps, Pat, he is more dangerous than ever before.
Not perhaps, he definitely is. You looked into his eyes after he took his Heat sunglasses off. He's a changed man from what happened to his brother a week ago. He got a chance to see what the worst thing that could happen. Jimmy's still alive. Jey Uso's ready to fight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that, of course, comes up at WrestleMania next week. Of course, the week
It's going to be a better match than Barbie versus Barbie. Jeff's just looking for a reason to talk shit.
Global. Love you to be there and be a part of that. Speaking of Friday Night SmackDown, what about what happened this past Friday night? The situation involving Paul Heyman, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns.
This was another interesting situation.
Wise man. Yes, my tribal chief. Is he here? Yes, my
Bella's still yeeting like crazy.
Wise man. Yes, my tribal
My attendance
chief.
has been
Is he
sporadic.
still
I've got
talking
some
about this
vitriol to
favor?
get out. Well, hey, you know what?
Yes, my
I guess
tribal
that's a fair trade-off. Your
main event of
attendance.
WrestleMania,
I'll take
and it wasn't
the
for me.
brunt of your vitriol.
I say we bring CM Punk out here. Let me hear what this favor is.
You see, now I don't know, Roman, what this little favor is here, but the reality, Roman, is that you underestimate CM Punk.
The reality is, you're untrustworthy. I could say the word loyalty, but you have no clue what that means. I made a promise to the wise man, and I keep my word.
There's only one thing missing. What's the favor? This is about friendship.
The favor is kind of
loyalty.
something that I was able to kind of land my finger on a couple weeks ago, and it makes sense.
This kid is the next WrestleMania.
Paul Heyman in the corner of CM Punk at WrestleMania when he's supposed to be in the corner of the Tribal Chief.
My Tribal Chief, out of your comfort
Bella,
zone.
thank you for lurking
Because
once
at
again.
WrestleMania,
I can't control
in the
Mike,
main
so
event, in my
if you need to
corner,
yell at Mike again,
your wise
I'd
man,
stay on guard.
my best friend, Paul
Of course,
Heyman.
of course. The one day that I don't do the animations, they glitch. The one day I don't test the animations before stream, they
He
glitch.
needs me. Even if I let him, he wouldn't. Wise man. Yes, my tribal chief. Let this desperate fool down easy, will ya? Are you crying?
Are you crying?
You better wipe him up and tell him no.
Are you crying?
I'm gonna give you one
He
more
said that like a
opportunity.
parent. He said that like my mother used to when I was a kid. Are you crying?
No, my tribal chief.
I'll give
I
you something to
can't do
cry
that.
about. I like how Seth Rollins did not get involved whatsoever in that whole situation. He just kind of sat back and watched it unfold and was like, nice. There's no crying in wrestling. Oh, sure there is. Sure there is. You telling me you didn't cry when
You know,
Macho
Pat, I
Man
ran
Randy
into Paul
Savage
Heyman
and Miss
earlier
Elizabeth
today,
got
who
back
was here in
together?
Minneapolis. He looked anxious, all out of sorts.
Ah,
He
it's
was
the new-
sweating tonight. They've been begging for an opportunity to win the gold.
Someone was cutting onions near me when Savage and Liz got back together.
It's the New Day of Tag Champs.
Yeah, throw those
Can
tomatoes.
they knock off the War Raiders live on Netflix?
World Tag Team Championship match. The War Raiders defend the titles against the New Day. I completed this already.
Yeah, the New Day has, for months now, blamed Big E for their downfall over the past couple of years. Turning it back on Big E. In fact, an interesting tweet was sent on an X today by Kofi Kingston. This marks the 6-year anniversary of Kofi Kingston winning the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. Kofi Mania taking over the world.
There you
As
guys
they
go.
celebrated
Gamble your
Kofi Mania. Explain this to us, Kofi. Explain this to us. Why did you Photoshop out Big E? No, he was there. I remember that.
He was there for you. Kofi Mania.
A selective memory by Kofi and Xavier Woods, the New Day.
Jesus.
Xavier Woods and Kofi yelling at every member of the crowd that they can make eye contact with. You can't possibly believe that. Anybody can get it right now from the new.
Xavier's just jaw-jacking with
I don't
fans.
get it, Pat. I mean, they were one of the most popular.
I love it.
They better
He's
turn
just
their attention to the
jaw-jacking with
tag
fans.
champs. Here come the War Raiders. I mean, these guys were.
Was the
you guys were one
AEW
of the
show
most
last
popular
night any
teams
good?
ever.
gonna have to listen to the next podcast episode on Wednesday to find out.
The ice cream.
I bought him. I love the Bootios.
Kidding. No, it wasn't. It wasn't good at all. And a friend of mine called it AEW Collision, the pay-per-view.
I don't think
AEW Collision, the pay-per-view. That's what he called it. So 3 good matches. The triple threat was the best match of the night. Kenny Omega, Ricochet, and Speedball Bayley. That was the best match of the night. Mercedes Moné, Julia was pretty good. Kevin Knight versus Will Ospreay was pretty good. Other than that, everything else was pretty forgettable. As they have a commercial here for WWE 2K25. Tony Megan was good too. Tony Megan was good. Tony Megan was really, really good, actually. Tony Megan was really, really good. Kyle Briscoe was good too. That was good. Monet had good matches. Are you lying to me? No, actually, her last couple matches, her last couple Mercedes Moné matches have been actually really good matches. Like, she's actually giving a shit now. Yeah, but the thing was, there's so many fucking matches on the card that you're like, oh, 3-4 good matches, nice. And then you realize, oh, there's 12 matches on this damn pay-per-view card. What the hell are we doing? So yeah. Monet's give a shit meter was higher than usual. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Her give a shit meter was higher than usual. Her give a shit meter has been higher than usual. It's been higher than usual. Her past couple of matches have been actually like, oh, there it is. There's the old the money maker, the needle mover that is Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné. There it is. It still exists. It is still there. I'm assuming they're leading to this Mercedes Moné Athena match, which I don't think is a bad idea. I like Athena. I think Athena's been killing it for Ring of Honor, and eventually, you know, Athena lays claim to everything that Mercedes Moné says she is. Oh.
To do it in a gauntlet match. Yeah, just feels weird. It's WrestleMania season, right? Let's go in the deep end. Let's just do it. Okay. Yeah? Okay. All right. Good luck on Friday in SmackDown. Deep end, guys.
You're not counting the match against Momo Watanabe in that? Or are you? Because I thought Monet looked like shit in that match. The Momo match was okay. The Momo match was okay. It was again, for me, it was better than her normal AEW outings. Her normal AEW outings are just her trying to upstage her opponent and go for that shitty finisher. These past couple matches, you kind of see her kind of working, kind of actually trying to make her opponents look good, you know?
Okay. Do me that honor, por favor.
Problem is, Monet and Athena are going to meet in the Owen tournament. One of them has to lose, and it shouldn't be Athena. She's 64-0.
At WrestleMania.
At WrestleMania? Ray, out of respect for you, the match es oficial.
Muchas gracias.
I love it. Ray, El Grande Americano at WrestleMania. Well,
Grande Americano gets a WrestleMania match. What are we doing? What are we doing?
WWE Hall of Fame
what are we doing here? I don't know.
One Dead Man Show will
Can't
take
get
place
all
Saturday, April 19th, and the roast of WrestleMania featuring Tony, Hinchcliffe, and friends on Sunday, April 20th. NXT on April 22nd. All tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster. And look who is joining us here at ringside, none other than Tony Hinchcliffe.
I am happy to be here. This is so exciting. I've been watching since the Attitude Era. Michael Cole's been watching since the Jurassic Era.
Let's hope that is the case. So nonetheless, congratulations on on your show Kill Tony, debuting on Netflix today.
Couldn't be happier. Happy to be here on Raw. This is a childhood dream come true. This is absolutely unbelievable. McAfee's the man. Michael Cole, I've been watching you forever. The first match you called was David versus Goliath.
Hey, let's go up to Alicia Taylor now, the ring announcer.
Slingshot.
The racist piece of shit comedian, yeah.
For one fall.
And he's calling a match on Raw before me.
Championship.
Life's not fair.
Introducing first the challenger.
I think they might give the belts to the New Day here.
Of 417 pounds.
I honestly see them switching the belts and giving the belts to the New Day here.
Kingston, the New
Stupid synergy, yeah. Gotta promote all the Netflix stuff.
Tony Hinchcliffe.
Not shocked. The New Day.
This is the new Day.
I love it.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 597 pounds. They are the World Tag Team Champions, Eric and Ivar, the War Raiders.
I told you guys that wasn't me. That's a different Eric. It's a different Eric. It's not me.
Ever met for the World Tag Team title. So, Tony, give us a little preview of what the roast of WrestleMania is going to look like on Sunday night.
Let's
after
not,
WrestleMania
Tony.
Sunday.
Don't give us a
You know,
preview,
we're
'cause
going
nobody's
for
gonna
it.
be
There's
able to
going to be
see
so many special treats, great comedians. A lot of wrestlers want to get in the mix. We're going to have a lot of surprises.
Don't lie, Tony.
These
You
guys
don't
are all
like
going to
the
be
New
making
Day.
fun
They're
of
not
the
white and
weekend
sack of
that we're
donkeys.
having there in Vegas. It's
Yikes.
incredible.
Celebrate WrestleMania weekend.
Kofi
Can't wait.
Kingston starts things off against Ivar in this tag team championship match. Of course, Ivar and Eric. Lucky that they're in the ring today, both battling back from serious neck issues and surgeries over the years.
Absolutely. Road warrior type. Been on the grind long time. Body's been beat up, and that's why they're champs at this moment.
Tony, why on earth would you agree with this new reputation in the New Day?
I just love them. Ever since they got rid of Big E, you know, the weakest link as I call him, it's incredible. The Big E is now silent.
Okay. Out of my way!
That's what we say around here.
Okay, Big E does not deserve any of that from the New Day or from you, but the New Day does have fans, I'm realizing, through Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
Xavier on the attack to Eric.
Is Big E's neck.
Okay.
Stomping
Hey,
away
you should
on him.
prop me up at the corner at the roast and you could just fry me all night.
That would be great. I think a lot of people would enjoy that.
But you know, WrestleMania is taking place in the biggest arena in the country. It's in Michael Cole's ears.
His voice is kind of
People
awful.
have seen Michael Cole with headphones on.
And that's
I will
coming
say
from
he
someone who
have big
doesn't have a
dishes
great voice.
hanging off
I don't
either
have a
side
great
of
voice,
his
but
head.
Tony
And
Hinchcliffe's
New
voice
Day
is just
are
like,
dominating our
yeah, it's like,
champion.
Well, JBL used to call this the unicorn stomp. I'm not sure what we would call it today. There's nothing vicious about a unicorn.
Well,
oh, Ivar with the double clothesline,
Tag,
making
here
sure he
comes
gets the
Ivar.
tag to Ivar.
Look at these big. This looks like Burt Kreischer's fan club against the New Day right here. Look at these big boys.
Oh,
Ivar with that basement crossbody.
Burt Kreischer's
Squashes
special
Kofi
Lucky available
Kingston.
now on Netflix.
Tags
as
in
well.
Ivar.
Comedian
Or
Heath
Ivar tags in Eric.
Yeah.
Up
Up
over
and
the top,
over
Kofi
from
Kingston
Kofi.
lands on his
Comes
feet.
off the ropes.
Eric, look at the power now of
Scooped
Eric.
up by Eric and
Secondly,
slammed to
powerful
the
tag made again.
canvas.
Frequent tags by the tag team champions.
Another scoop this time for
Incredibly
Xavier. He
nimble and
gets
wildly
dropped.
strong.
Kofi gets dropped again.
And
This time they use Ivar as a weapon.
Remind a lot of
Eric
people
with the scoop slam of
disasters
Ivar
who,
on
course,
top
are
of
going to the
Kofi.
Hall of Fame
He
this
had
year.
a whole 300-pound
Quaking
man
Typhoon.
just dropped on top of
see
him.
that up and down.
That's
right there by
effective
Wwe
if
Raw.
I ever seen it.
Xavier Woods!
And
Woods
Xavier
right here in
Woods
front of
goes
us.
flying to the outside of the
What
ring.
happened to a nicer guy?
Chucked.
Yeah, there you go, Xavier.
And now Xavier Woods with a steel chair in hand. You better be careful. You can't win the titles with a chair. Oh!
Punched in the mouth of Xavier Woods.
Meanwhile, on the other side, Ivar driving Kofi Kingston into the barricade. And
Uh-oh, they're yelling at each other.
Uh-oh. What are the War Raiders going to do here?
Leave you just
oh no! You know, Tony being out here threw you off your game. You were supposed to say Raw is
War Raiders
Squashed
in
him.
control. That's on me.
Imagine a man that size
repeat the
coming at
joke.
you
No,
full
no,
force.
go ahead. We didn't hear it. We didn't hear it. We didn't
One
hear
more
it.
time.
We
One more
black,
time.
so.
Yeah.
He's asked for
Do
one
it again.
more.
Do it again.
Oh, look at this. The energy.
Yeah, they want the big man to cross body.
Oh my God.
Xavier into a bootio. Xavier's now a bootio.
He's a bootio.
Pancakes too at one point.
Yeah, absolutely. Not just at one point. For years, they were throwing pancakes out, and they
Well,
just got pancaked.
pancaked. See what we do out here, Tony?
I love it. Look at, he's like a big Santa Claus.
Who?
I gotta take that from
when
Ivar or
kids are
Brody?
bad during Christmas time, they get Cole. If they're really bad, they get Michael Cole.
Oh,
Ivar.
Ooh, never heard that one before.
Ivar. There's something.
That's why you gotta go
There's
coal
something
mining, baby.
scary about a man who barks at you before he does it.
Xavier Woods just saved Kofi Kingston.
I don't like that particular move, the modified Bronco Buster, because X-Pac once said that one time he split his asshole on a Bronco Buster. That went horribly wrong. He split his asshole, and he had to go get surgery on his asshole.
His career, except for King of the Ring.
You can tell how the entire place hates him, though, Tony, can't you? You can sense it.
Yeah. I just don't get it. These people in Minneapolis have no respect for one of the greatest tag teams in WWE history.
Oh, as they wishbone.
When the War Raiders found
Couldn't
out
happen
Tony
to a
on
better
commentary
asshole
like
than
that,
Six.
You know what they said?
I mean,
Tony.
wait a minute.
See what I did there? Yes.
Are you talking about him being an asshole as a person, or his literal asshole?
I love it. You know, we can't see your ears under those headphones, but we can see your forehead.
Oh, God.
Michael Cole.
Yeah,
and I got to
oh,
tell you,
God.
that hairline is definitely on
What
the
is
road to
happening in
WrestleMania
your
right now.
It's a winding road.
What are you laughing at?
I mean, you got a great haircut right now, though. People need to recognize it.
Yeah, where'd you get those hair plugs?
A little
Goodwin's
from
best?
column A, a little from column B.
The new day.
Michael Cole looks like he sleeps in khakis.
I borrowed Joe Tessa's toupee for the night.
He's Tessitore with a ricochet as the new day.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Mocking Nate. And Woods now in the corner. Big forearm to Ivar. A New Day. Could be closing in on the
Yeah, I
tag
don't know
team
why they had
champs.
to throw it straight
I don't
at
think
Joe
I've ever had a
Tessitore. He
commentator
didn't
clap so
deserve
much for
that.
one team in my life here at ringside.
Pretty biased stuff, but it's Monday Night Raw.
All right, back from the low-tier ads. So if you're on Netflix and you have those low-tier
WWE
ads,
fans all
get your
over
money up. Stop being a
The
bum.
New Day here tonight. Pat McAfee and I.
Sit down from Ivar to
Host the roast
Xavier.
of
Ivar's got to get a
WrestleMania
tag
Sunday
to
night
Eric
after
in the worst way.
WrestleMania
So
20.
does
Tony Hinchcliffe
Xavier.
here.
He's got a tag in
Congratulations for your,
Kofi. Unfortunately,
dropping on Netflix.
if you're watching the show, you have to
Just
listen
came
to
out
the voice
today.
of
We've been
Tony
doing this show every
Hinchcliffe.
Monday for 12 years. We do our show Monday nights at 8 too.
You didn't check your social yet, did you? Good.
Eric is tagged in. He's
Smart
taking
idea
out
from the
Kofi.
conversation earlier.
Oh, what a throw
What
by
a
Eric. And
suplex
the
throw by
War
Eric.
Raiders are rolling.
Picks up Xavier, hits him with a gut buster
Joe Rogan, you name
and a
it.
knee strike.
12 years strong. Congratulations.
You have never missed an episode, right?
Nope.
Every Monday.
Every Monday. And this Netflix episode.
Oh!
Wow! Spike of the New Day.
And Tony, with that stat alone, you could fit right in here to Monday Night Raw. And look at this now.
Oh my God!
War Raiders
Jesus
are dominating
Christ.
the New Day.
He got smashed.
Flat out power.
Alley-oops
Here comes War Machine
Knee strike
time.
Jones.
Good night, New Day.
The
Thanks
best
for coming,
commentator in
Woods
all
and
of wrestling,
Kofi.
Taz.
And Xavier
Oh
breaks
no,
it up.
Xavier
Teamwork.
broke up the pin,
Unbelievable.
giving New Day
And now
some
Woods
new
sent out of
life.
the ring right out here in front of
They're
us.
still in the match.
Upside down there.
Oh, look at there. Xavier Woods down with a steel chair.
Can't win
The
it if he
official
gets
Sean
Oh,
eaten.
he's
Bennett
gonna do a light
deal
cheat
with Eric.
steal.
The tug of war now over
Eddie
the chair.
Guerrero.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! The referee saw it.
But they can't get the belts.
That's right, Tony.
They're titles, Tony.
Here are your winners.
Belts hold
as a
up your
result
pants,
of
Tony.
disqualification.
They're titles.
The New Day.
Yeah,
So
you're right, though,
technically
Tony.
the New
can't
Day
win the titles
win.
because War Raiders are disqualified. Oh my God!
God damn, he
Holy
went all Aaron Judge on him.
Kofi about decapitated Ivar. He went right for the injured neck. And now the double team by the New Day. Kofi went for the bad neck of Ivar, and now the New Day assaulting a 2-on-1 mugging of Eric.
Swung that thing like a torpedo back.
We mentioned the neck issues earlier on. Both Ivar and
Nobody
Eric
thought the New Day was going to win.
having serious neck surgery. Both thought their careers were over.
Found that sack of ass, Hinchcliffe.
Absolutely.
A sack of ass.
Oh, the War Raiders!
Oh!
Driven face first.
That man's had neck fusion surgery. That's dangerous.
They cheated. Now the revenge is New Day.
That man's had neck fusion surgery. What are they doing?
The beatdown's not over yet. The New Day sending Ivar into the barricade and into the timekeeper's area.
Used that wall twice on Xavier earlier, and now his ass gets dumped over top of it. And I don't think the New Day's done just yet.
And again, look at Xavier Woods. I told you this, Pat. Again, he was pointing to Kofi, targeting the neck. Target the neck. They know the weakness now of the tag team champions.
Surgically repaired neck here.
Come on, baby.
Sack
What
of
are they?
ass.
Eric had a
sack of ass.
Somebody.
He had a herniated
That's
C6,
Siren's ass. I
C70.
think those
He
are
needed
one of her
neck fusion
emails.
surgery. Officials now.
She's great.
heading
She's
down to
great.
the ring
Everybody
to
should
try to
follow
prevent
Siren.
a
She's a
disaster
wonderful
from
person.
happening here.
Great streamer.
And now, great job by Noble to protect Eric. And now they finally drag Kingston off the top ropes. That could have been a serious situation. May have ended Eric's career if he had hit there, if Kofi had hit that.
That's what the New Day does, Tony.
I love it. You know?
They were going to try to take him out permanently.
They could have won the titles here tonight, and the guy hit him with the chair. He cheated. They deserve to be mad.
Xavier Woods brought the chair to the ring, but nonetheless, why let the facts get in the way of a good story?
Belts hold up your pants, Tony.
That's right.
Titles
Belts are
earned in the
for your
ring.
bang.
And the War Raiders are still our
In
champs.
wrestling, we have titles.
The War Raiders keep the tag team titles tonight for the New Day. May have won the war again. Tony, congratulations on the show on Netflix.
This guy's not a real wrestling
fan.
fan.
Roast of WrestleMania hosted.
We're going to have so much fun. It's an honor to be here. Dream come true. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very
Keep killing
much.
it.
We'll do.
Keep killing it, Tony.
You too.
Well,
Thank
ladies
you.
and gentlemen, the Undertaker One Dead Man Show will take place at the state-of-the-art Blue Theater at the Fountain Blue Hotel, part of WrestleMania week on Saturday, April 19th at 10 p.m. Pacific, and will feature the Phenom in an intimate
Who
setting,
wants to see
sharing
the
memories
Undertaker talk
before
for about
heard
2
stories from his
hours,
Hall of Fame
and
career, taking
that'll
questions
cost
from
you
the
about
WWE Universe and
$300
attendance.
a
Tickets on
ticket.
sale now via Ticketmaster.com.
Fuck you, Tony.
Are you done taking selfies with Tony?
It was cool. He had the headset on. He's a lifelong WWE fan, getting a chance to
Oh,
commentate.
so you know what? Why don't you guys
It
go
should
hang out
have
together?
been
I wanna
me.
set up what's going to be a massive moment at WrestleMania.
One day.
Cody Rhodes, John Cena.
I can't think of any other segments that are left. When are we going to get to this Paul Heyman? They said Punk is there too. Bullshit, Pat.
But nonetheless, you guys were taking selfies. Tony's still out here with us. I want to switch gears and talk about what's going to be a massive moment at WrestleMania. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes.
Oh, yeah.
The WWE Championship.
Good to see you, Tony.
Good to see you, Tony.
Should have been at the Capitol on January 6th, Eric. No way, because with my luck, my ass would have been Ashley Babbitt. So, yeah, I stayed my ass home and I laughed with the rest of the world. That could have gotten you on the commentary team. Well, we already know. Chances of me of WWE showing my mug on their screens is not likely to happen. So, all right, I have to mute this because they've got some sort of music behind it, and we're multi-streaming on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, come check us out. You can check us out on YouTube by going to that link right there, youtube.com/@ringsiderunpod. Do me a favor, if you're there, click on the live stream, drop a like on it, because the more likes, that means YouTube will push it out on the algorithm and everybody else could see it, and maybe they'll enjoy it. Maybe they'll want to come hang out, all that other stuff. Shabuzi music. Yeah, that's the guy, unfortunately, they were saying was robbed of a bunch of awards for reasons. You know, I'm not much I hate country music. I hate country. I'll flat out say it. Country music is ass. I can't stand country music. It's just a bunch of people talking, saying that they're drunk and sad, and they're going to go drink some beers in their pickup trucks. Don't need it, don't like it, don't want it, get it out of my face. Don't like country music, I'm sorry. I don't even like Jelly Roll. Everybody loves Jelly Roll. I don't like Jelly Roll. The only jelly things I want is a jelly donut. That's about it. But apparently this is a vignette for the American Nightmare, the undisputed champion, Cody Rhodes. Everybody loves Cody, the quarterback of the WWE. While that's going on, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to do my usual plugs. Obviously, Ringside Rundown, as you can see, is a podcast. So definitely check out the podcast there. That is a Spotify link, but it's available on all podcast platforms. Just search Ringside Rundown, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, and you'll never miss an episode. I already talked about the YouTube, but if you want to check out all the other places you can find Ringside Rundown content, that is our link tree right there that has a bunch of different platforms you can find the podcast on, plus things like our Discord, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. Also, check out the Ringside Rundown merch store. You can go check out the latest stuff from the Ringside Rundown merch store by going to ringsiderundown-shop.fourthwall.com. We got a bunch of stuff out there for spring and summer. We got t-shirts, tank tops, hats, swim trunks, all that stuff. Blue Sky, I don't have a Blue Sky button, but if you want my Blue Sky link, you can just hit !Blue Sky or !B Sky in the chat, and that brings up my link to my Blue Sky. It's just basically where I post all the other stuff that I post up on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and stuff like that. I like Blue Sky because it's not an app that has been overrun by engagement farmers, but I do have a bunch of VTubers following me on Blue Sky, which is interesting. I only follow a couple VTubers here and there, but I got a bunch of VTubers following me on Blue Sky. Whatever. I figured, this is the way I figure. I figure if I get on Blue Sky early enough, and I'm active on Blue Sky early enough, when Blue Sky pops off, I'll already be established. So then people will look at me and be like, oh, this is already an established account.
Oh, hell no. What you doing, Tatum?
What you doing, Dynodian Rex? Subscribing. Been subscribed for 8 months. I appreciate the resub, my friend. Thank you very, very much. You're so kind. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Penta and Dominic. VTubers, V as in vegetable. VTubers, it stands for virtual tubers, and basically what they are, basically, instead of, I don't know how to explain VTubers.
It's a dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur. It's a Dynodian Rex. VTubers are basically, they're streamers, right? But instead of like the camera being on their face, it's like an animated cartoon avatar version of them. It's like whatever you want your cartoon animated persona to be. You can create that as a VTuber, and you can like talk, and the animation talks when you talk, and they move when you move, and they show expressions and stuff like that. But it's a cartoon. It's an animation. It's not an actual person. I don't have a VTuber that I can. I mean, if you watch Riz's streams, whenever Riz streams, she's considered like a VTuber. What's going on, Dynodian Rex? Hopefully you're doing good. Happy Monday to you. Hopefully your weekend was well. How's it going, Dynodian Rex?
Hey, you big idiot!
Hey, big idiot. Bayley says hi. Let me do these channel points. Why isn't this working?
Hell yeah, Penta. Zero fear. 100% electricity. The Penta Experience has arrived in Minneapolis, Minnesota, on the road to WrestleMania.
All right. There you go. If you want to gamble your channel points, you can do so. You can choose either Penta or Dirty Dom. Penta is in the ring at the very moment awaiting Dirty Dom. It's going good, Dinodian Rex. Thank you for asking. It's going good. Can't complain. Just here watching some professional wrestling. Rumor doesn't like this newfangled talk. What, VTubers? VTubers are scaring you? I follow a couple VTubers and things like that, but like most of the VTubers that I actually watch
accompanied by Carlito,
Riz, Mossy, who comes in here every once in a while. She's considered a VTuber. She does VTuber stuff. So Mossy and Riz are like two examples of VTubers. They use,
I think
don't make me cancel my subscription. Don't cancel your subscription, but again, the VTuber is just, instead of the camera being on them whenever they're doing their thing and their playing their games, it's just an animated avatar
version. You said Finn Balor said some things about
like those emojis, but like they're your actual faces on iPhones. I don't know if you have an iPhone. I have an iPhone. I refuse to use anything else but an iPhone. Yeah, avatar. It's just an avatar. That's basically what it is. It's an avatar. It took me a while to come to that conclusion, but we made it. VTubers are just avatars. Once again, get your channel point predictions in. Whether you think it's going to be Penta or Dirty Dom coming away with the victory. I know what you're yammering about. I ain't that old. Well, if you're old, then I'm pretty much right behind you. I'm pretty much right behind you. But we're recording a new episode of the Ringside Rundown tomorrow evening. It'll drop Wednesday morning for you. We're going to be talking about the AEW Dynasty pay-per-view that went on last night. Again, shout out to Mike, Bella, and Anubis for joining me last night and watching some AEW Dynasty. What a show it was, and I don't mean that in a good way. It was a show. It had things happening, but felt like it could be better. It was a long night. It was a long night watching that AEW pay-per-view. Let me just say that. Who the fuck is this guy? The creator of Devil May Cry, which is streaming on Netflix right now. I actually wanted to check that out. That guy, I don't know. Is that a wig? Was that a wig? Love is Blind. We got two people from Love is Blind. A lot of people watch Love is Blind. I don't watch Love is Blind. Not my type of thing, but maybe I'll watch it. Maybe one day I'll watch it, you know. Bert Kreischer. I know a lot about Bert Kreischer. I used to be a fan of Bert Kreischer, but the allure of Bert Kreischer wore off, as you can see why. What did you think of the Evolve tag team showing up on NXT Swipe Right? I immediately wanted to punch those two in the face. Same, which means that they're going to be very good. They're going to be very good because they were able to naturally convey exactly what they wanted to. I think it's a gimmick, and I think they're playing into the gimmick, and they know how to amplify the gimmick to make you want to punch them in the face. Let me unmute the audio here.
Yeah. Underway. Two of the four men, Pat, that'll take place in the fatal four-way match for the Intercontinental Championship.
But I think I like them. I think they look very young. I'm interested in seeing how they work in the ring. But they got like a good like TikTok boyish look to them.
What are they saying?
You know, and they know how to piss you off because you're just like, I want to punch these kids in the face because they're kids.
Minneapolis telling the truth here tonight at Target Center.
First time ever, one-on-one for these two men.
Got some sheep fur around his boots.
Remember, Dominic cost Penta the Intercontinental Championship.
The goddamn Utes, Mike. Ago. The goddamn Utes.
And then Penta would turn down Dominic and turn down an offer to join the Judgment Day.
It's the goddamn
Penta's
Utes.
Obviously traveled around the world, been incredibly successful. Dominic's been raised here at the WWE.
What about the debut of Penta's brother, Ray Phoenix, this past Friday night on SmackDown? Spectacular spectacular match with Nathan Frazier.
Absolutely. Must watch. Nathan Frazier and Ray Phoenix Jr. one at it. And we're lucky that both Penta and Phoenix
This
are
is
in the
cinema.
WWE, and right now,
Not yet.
Dirty Dom doesn't give a damn.
Yeah, much more aggressive Dominic tonight.
I like Dom's boots. He's got the furry Bruiser Brody things going.
Penta with an opportunity
I like
at WrestleMania to win his first singles championship.
I like the
in
furry
WWE.
boots.
Dominic was a singles champion twice, the NXT North American Championship and a tag champ here at the on Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown, looking for his first big league singles title.
Dom is a
Dominic
furry.
Mysterio has all the talent you could possibly need to be a world champion here at the WWE.
Dom is a furry is good.
Earlier about what quote, a lot of people were saying about Dominic, how he chokes
Yeah.
and can't win the big one, and it's a joke. And
What
shouldn't be a part of
the
this matchup.
Oh my God, no way.
Liv Morgan, Dom's girlfriend, was the one that made it.
Now you got me worried that Dom is a furry.
Penta, so much fun to watch.
Penta with the backbreaker.
Mysterio.
I knew that would catch you off guard. Inverted Sling Blade catches
Sling
Dirty
Blade by
Dom off
Penta.
guard. He's in trouble. I like the blue. I like Penta blue.
Has begun.
Penta blue looks very
Top rope,
nice.
Carlito now trying to protect Dominic.
Cross
Didn't work out
body
too well.
taking out
Penta's
both
taking
Dirty
both
Dom
out.
and Carlito.
Penta in control, trying to build momentum.
Isn't
in
it crazy
WrestleMania.
how big Penta has gotten in the WWE in such a short amount of time? He's become like a big star. I wonder if he could have been a big star in any other places.
What a night it's been here
Carlito
tonight
making the
in
easiest
Minneapolis
checks
on
there
Monday
is.
Night
Yeah,
Raw.
I mean,
Capacity crowd that's been electric since the
making
get-go.
everybody
Great
laugh.
match to kick things off with
Not so
Lyra
bad, not a
Valkyria
bad
defending
deal.
the
Gam
Intercontinental
and Giri from
Championship
Penta,
Bayley.
who adjusts his focus is on Carlito, who's jaw-jacking him from the outside. That pays dividends because Dirty Dom shoves Penta right into the
They're
turnbuckle.
speaking Spanish to each other, but that's what the Judgment Day can do.
You should have had Dominic on Big Night Out.
How big do you think Dirty Dom is going to be in like the next 10 years?
If I wanted to make the show worse, I would certainly think about it.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Snot Rockets.
There will be surprises on Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. YouTube, TikTok Live.
But how big do you think Dirty Dom is going to be after having all this experience at such a young age and being such a prodigy for professional wrestling? When he's got 10 years of experience under his belt, he's going to be a big deal.
You buy into this? A lot more aggression out of Dominic as of late. I mean, maybe the stuff that Finn's saying to him is starting to get to Dominic a little bit.
Not just Finn, remember, it's every arena in every town that Dominic walks into tells him the same thing. You're insufferable, you stink, you can't do it. At some point, you're not just going to be able to wear earmuffs.
Well, maybe if he stopped doing stupid actions like this, people might respect him.
Nice up and over, senton, a la Eddie Guerrero.
Penta grabs the bottom rope and forces the break.
Dom can be the next great heel. It's kind of hard to say he's not the next great heel right now. That's the crazy part, and that's why I bring it up. It's like, if he's so good right now, which he is, imagine what he's going to be in 10 years from now. He's going to be huge.
What is in the water here?
Are they pulling for Dom?
That's what I just said. I have a sort of shocked. But nonetheless, Penta.
Dom has earned some people's respect.
Okay, crowd's gotten back on track.
Now Dominic hammering away, and Penta as well, big chop.
Penta's seated on the top turnbuckle. Dominic falls off the second rope.
Mets fan,
answers back.
This matchup.
I'm telling you, best refs in all the sport here at the WWE.
He informed me before he worked this match, the Mets won their 5th in a row tonight. And look at
Who gives a
Dominic
fuck
with
about the New York Mets?
big forearm, and Penta now exchanging blows. Top of the rope. Here we go. This match is heating up here on Netflix.
Penta hitting Dom with some Dirty Dom live rounds to the Dirty Dom
Man,
skull.
what a crowd, WWE fans. You can feel it, Pat. WrestleMania season. It's in
Penta
the air.
off the top
Penta!
rope catches a kick
Kicked
to
out
the
of air by
midsection.
Dominic,
Dirty
and
Dom
now
with the
Mysterio.
suplex. Oh, it looks like he's going for the Three Amigos. There's Amigo number 2.
Dos.
And Amigo number 3 goes for the cover.
Now. Hook of the leg.
Penta kicks out at 2.
The opening to say Trace, but
I thought we were, going to have the match over, and on 3, I was going to potentially talk about it because that went from 1, 2, 3 suplexes into a 1-2 count that I thought Dom beat Penta. What a surprise that would be here on the road to WrestleMania. Almost as big of a surprise as people cheering for Dom in this arena. He's earned some respect.
Taking out Penta at the knees. Great move
nice Dom with the slick move to take out the legs of Penta. Set him up in the 619. Penta got up in time to hit him with a super kick.
A super kick that was borrowed from HBK.
Down goes Dominic Mysterio. Penta now.
Here's the show.
Handstand bang. Drags Dominic toward the center of the ring. Wraps the arm. Hooks the leg. Dominic able to get the shoulder up at 2.
Penta does everything with an ease.
Feeds off the WWE fans as well. And what an incredible moment it's going to be at WrestleMania when Penta enters his first WrestleMania, a fatal 4-way match against
Penta in his first WrestleMania, so I guess that's a big deal.
Intercontinental title.
He was looking to end it right there.
He's going to have to get some new Penta gear.
I don't believe. Oh, goodness!
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Stole the Mexican Destroyer from Penta.
Dom's doing
damn.
It's a toilet destroyer.
619.
Scared the hell out of me. What's wrong with you?
Penta.
That's loud. I bet you Bella woke up. Oh, frog splash got counter.
And a kick out.
I did. I actually felt that in my. You got to understand. Sitting here for this long, I feel like I'm sitting on my tailbone. So anytime you scared the shit out of me, my body
with a kick, a slap of the boot,
and I can feel it in my ass.
Then he hits him with his own move, formerly of Canada and Mexico. Then he took it to the toilet. Thought he was going to end it, and Penta reverses with a quick pin.
Banos destroyed.
That's what big old Dumps do. Is Dom going to win this thing?
And Penta fighting back, well-placed elbows to Mysterio.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking because there's been some loud "Let's Go Dom" chants in the arena, right? I'm thinking WWE Creative is looking at that, and they're thinking of ways to make Dom flip and be the good guy leaving the Judgment Day as Penta hits him with the sacrifice. Perfect setup for the Penta driver. Penta picks up the W.
Here is your winner, Penta!
Penta celebrating the victory, and of course, I mean, why would we expect anything?
Carlito jumping in there, trying to jump Penta. 1.2K channel points go to Mike and Dinodian Rex. Congratulations for correctly predicting Penta to get the victory.
Here comes the money.
Go to the pay window, pick up your dollar bills, do something strange for a little change. Hurry before the pay window close, and you gotta wait till Wednesday when we open up.
The unpredictable
Uh-oh, and he's coming in with no shirt. You know he means business. He's coming in with no shirt.
Thanks for coming, Carlito. He was
goodbye. Holy shit. Carlito just got murdered.
Well, Dominic, staring into the eyes of You're going to be in the ring with that man at WrestleMania.
Oh. Oh, God.
Like a cannonball. Shot out of a cannon. A super spear. An absolute dog.
No, not Penta. Not Penta. Oh, Penta got sawed in half.
Everybody on the road to WrestleMania.
Penta got sawed in half.
Look at that, though. 260, cut up, more explosive than everybody.
Balor behind him.
We forgot about Balor. He's in the fatal 4-way, and he takes out Breaker. Finn Balor did not seem pleased.
Finn Balor has the worst merch in WWE. Who the fuck designs this merch for Finn Balor? He looks like he's like, it's like 2005. Liv turning on Dom at Mania and helps Finn win the Intercontinental title would be something. That would be something.
Finn went for the spear, and Balor
Finn got the hell out of there.
Out of harm's way.
Finn didn't want no smoke.
This is going to be one of those sleeper matches at WrestleMania. I feel it. It is going to be explosive. Breaker, Balor, Dominic, Penta. Fatal four-way for the Intercontinental title.
It's going to be must-watch. It's going to be explosive. And will Braun Breaker walk out the same way he walked in as our Intercontinental champion?
Braun would separate his shoulder, hitting Finn's abs.
Carlito said, "I'll come get you."
Golly, how fast is he, bro?
Can you imagine? That's like,
how
that would be like
fast
getting hit by
is
a
he?
torpedo.
Absolutely, a jungle cat-like quickness, and he did a front flip after sawing him in half. Braun Breaker's a special
My
athlete.
God,
Pat,
he's the fastest human being I've ever seen in my life.
Felt like he got hit by a torpedo, right?
Look, even Burt
Jey
Kreischer
Uso
was
came
like,
out
what
here
the hell
completely
was that?
different demeanor after the assault by Gunther on Jimmy Uso last week, and I believe for the first time in this entire rivalry, Gunther has lost the upper hand. And it's going to be interesting to hear what the world champ has to say. Tomorrow morning on Raw Recap, Sam Roberts, Megan Morant will interview the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. Raw Recap, of course, on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Braun Breaker celebrating. Pat, the final Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania will be on the West Coast.
I was going to say,
in
what?
Sacramento, California. You can be a part of the final Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania, and it's going to be quite the night. This match was made earlier on. AJ Styles heads to WrestleMania to take on Logan Paul, but first he takes out Karrion Kross.
Yeah, Karrion Kross obviously.
AJ Styles, Karrion Kross. That might be actually pretty good.
Trying to pull the strings. Well, he pulled some strings.
Punch that door from Netflix with his silver mop here. Yeah,
and of course, returning to Monday Night Raw.
Why would
week,
you?
Pat, I know you're going to be excited.
Willingly go out of the house looking like that,
Roman
where everybody
Reigns,
can
who
go,
finds
look at
himself
this
alone
door.
for the first time in
Roman Reigns is going to be on Raw
years.
next Monday. AJ
will be
Styles
here
versus Karrion Kross as well.
Here from Paul Heyman.
You know, I'll be here on twitch.tv/ringside
Roman Reigns
rundown
making history yet again at WrestleMania in Las
ringside
Vegas.
run pod.
For the 11th time in his illustrious career, he will be part of the main event, the most by any superstar. WWE
Dye your hair
history.
that color
I
for
mentioned Roman Reigns is alone.
donations to get you to Arizona.
That is because his wise
No,
man
thank you. Yeah, Arizona is not that important.
From WrestleMania, Paul Heyman will be in the
Actually,
corner
it
of
is because I
CM
want to stay
Punk.
at Sugar's house.
What does Paul Heyman
I have a
to
feeling
say?
Sugar's
He's here
got
live
a crazy
on Netflix.
house. Her stream room setup is absolutely insane. Do it for the biscuits. I'm the one paying for the biscuits. I'm paying for the biscuits. Ah, okay. I get it. Since this is the customary Netflix break, they do a little bit here. It's a bit.
Not sick anymore.
I had to come out here and apologize quick. I know the only reason you came out tonight was to see the only good thing that's ever come out of the state of Minnesota, Chad Gable.
Imagine being from Minnesota.
To compete, but you got nice and treated tonight with my boys and their victory over the LWO, alongside the fastest rising star in WWE, El Grande Americano.
That's Mike's favorite luchador. Mike's favorite luchador, El Grande Americano.
Made the mistake of challenging El Grande. It's going to be my pleasure to watch in Las Vegas at WrestleMania when Ray gets put down by the greatest luchador in wrestling history, El Grande.
That's Jeff's favorite?
Americano.
Okay. Yeah. It seems like it's more Jeff's style.
Obviously, we don't know if El Grande Americano is the greatest of all time. We're just all learning about
Let's
him.
hope El Grande Americano and Rey Mysterio is opening up WrestleMania.
And he plays the character. And look who's here.
Wait a minute.
Paul Heyman looks disgusted at Gable and company.
Paul Heyman's face is great.
Good to see Paul Heyman out here.
Fuck you, Henning and Brock Lesnar. We got Chad
I don't
Gable.
know how he's going to play this, but
yeah, right.
The air Friday night, Pat. CM Punk called in his favor. He said Heyman needs to be in his corner at WrestleMania. Heyman agreed. Punk then hit a GTS to Roman Reigns, and
Roman got laid out.
You got to wonder what Roman's
23 years after we got Ray and Angle, we get Ray and Gable. Wild. Yeah, right?
Really
Time is a fleeting concept.
Right to Roman's face.
That's crazy. That's been 23 years already?
Else.
Wow. Oh, my God.
You can tell it's all very, very heavy.
That's already been 23 years ago that happened?
He doesn't have a poker face, that's for sure.
I don't like that. I wish you never said that, Mike.
At all.
I'm not going to lie to you. I wish you had never said that.
Hey, let's go.
It's a Pat McAfee thing.
People, I have a massive announcement to make about a great time that is
According
on the
to
horizon.
the Twitter machine, 23 years.
Night.
That's crazy.
There will be massive surprises. We gonna turn it. Big time sing-alongs. And
I don't like it. I don't like it. I wish you never told me that, Mike.
it's gonna be a
I wish I never learned that.
forever.
That's half my life ago.
Big night.
That's one way of looking at it.
Pat,
Stop
thank
trying
you
to
for
scare
inviting
me.
Sold out PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, 8 Eastern on Wednesday night, and you can see it.
YouTube, TikTok Live, and on X. Surprises in abundance. It's
Mike
gonna be
is
an
going to be in
amazing
attendance.
evening.
He's going to
Now,
watch
let's get
that for
back to
sure.
Monday Night Raw.
Paul
He wants
Heyman's in
to
the
see
ring.
the Pat McAfee show thing deal. Here's Paul Heyman. Let's see what Paul Heyman has to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman.
Is Shay and Mom going to be there? I doubt it.
I want to state a couple of
I don't
things
think
to
it's
the
their
record
deal.
so that we can just get it out of the way and we can move on to WrestleMania. Item number 1, I will always be loyal to my tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
Maybe.
Item number 2, I will always be loyal to my best friend in the world, CM.
But didn't he say Brock Lesnar was his best friend?
Just because I'm loyal to both of them does not mean I will ever in my life be disloyal to either of them. So when it comes to WrestleMania, let's get one thing perfectly clear.
Lies, he's leaving with Seth. You might be right. My brother had the same theory as well.
Lot of waffling
My
going
brother
on.
thinks he's gonna screw over Punk and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania and end up leaving with Seth Rollins. Yeah, my brother. Yeah, he had a theory. He was like, he thought,
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women. I said women. I'm not gay. I would not date a man. I would not carry a purse. I would not put on makeup. I will love a woman. Now listen to what.
Heyman's a
Anyway.
Rollins and
Thanks,
Roman
Mike,
Reigns.
for that. Thanks to that shout out to my brother. appreciate it. But he also thinks, he honestly thinks that Paul Heyman is going to screw over both Roman Reigns and CM Punk and align himself with Seth Rollins.
Paul Heyman's in hell. Seth Rollins is in heaven.
And in a bathrobe.
An expensive one.
Yeah, that outfit's crazy. Oh yeah, Ronan's in the chat. Look at that.
Minneapolis! Welcome to Monday Night Raw!
The show's almost done, and you're gonna welcome them to the show now?
In case y'all don't know, Paul, let me introduce myself. I am a visionary. I am a revolutionary. I am Seth. But Minneapolis, tonight, it's not about me, man. Tonight, it's about Paul Heyman. Paul, you're out here talking about loyalty, man. And that's the reason I wanted to come say hi, because I want to ask you the question that's been on all of our minds for the past few days. Paul Heyman, whose side are you on?
Whose side are you on, Paul Heyman?
Who are you, Paul Heyman? Who do you want to be? Are you going to be the very best friend to CM Punk? Or are you the special counsel? Are you going to be the wise man to Roman Reigns?
A lot of ones to the sky here in Minnesota.
Because I hear you out here, Paul, right now. You're trying to convince all of us, including yourself, that you can do both at the same time. And Paul, it occurred to me over the past week, you're neither. And I know you're gonna give me the spiel. Roman Reigns, he plucked me from obscurity. He brought me to the island of relevancy. Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns doesn't give a damn about you.
Wow.
Roman Reigns uses you. You know what he likes you for? He likes you to shine his shoes. He likes you to book his private jets. He likes you to order his steaks. He likes you to hand him his Ula Fala. That's what Roman Reigns needs you for. Roman Reigns doesn't respect you.
This is planting those seeds.
Don't play dumb, Paul.
He's planting those seeds.
History lesson for me. Let's go back to WrestleMania last year. Roman Reigns loses his WWE Championship in the main event thanks to some very well-dressed visionary.
Well, I mean, there was a bunch of other people involved,
And
too.
Roman Reigns does what he does best. He disappears into the ether. And does Roman Reigns take you with him? No, he left you in the very caring, loving hands of his family member, Solo Sikoa. And the rest of the bloodline. And did they treat you well, Paul? Were they kind to you? Were they loving? No.
Paul, every single day they treated you like you were the scum of the earth. And every single day, all of us, we waited, we were wondering, is Roman Reigns gonna come save Paul Heyman? Is he gonna come to your rescue? And let me ask you, Paul, did Roman Reigns come to rescue you?
No.
No. He left you to get massacred in your hometown in front of your children, Paul.
Damn. He's planting those seeds.
And Azalea had to watch their father get put through a table because Roman Reigns doesn't care about you.
I thought he was in my house.
He wasn't there to rescue. And you know who else wasn't
Thank you
there
for the
to
bits,
rescue
buddy.
you?
I appreciate
Your
it.
best friend in the world, CM.
You were early. You were early.
Best friends love
Good
each
gamble.
other, Paul.
Good gamble.
They're there for each other. They don't use each other when it's convenient. 10 years ago, CM Punk walked out of every single person in this arena, and you included. He walked out on you too. Did he take you with him, Paul? No, he tried to tear down everything that you were building here. And when he came back, did he come back because you asked him to come back? Did he come back and embrace
Wasn't
you?
Punk supposed to
and
be
take you
here?
with him on his
Punk was
ride?
supposed to
No.
be involved in this segment, right?
And the two of you, man, the two of these guys, Punk and Paul, they love to reminisce and romanticize about war games. Let me remind you, Paul, CM Punk was not the first choice to be on Team Roman in war games.
But you said no.
I was.
You said no. He'll come out and assault Rollins, maybe.
Stop me when I'm telling lies, Paul. I was.
Uh-oh. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
I declined. CM Punk wasn't the first choice. He was the last choice. He was the only choice. And did he join Team Roman out of the goodness of his heart because he loved his best friend, Paul Heyman? No, it's because he knew he could use it to get a favor out of you.
Okay. Logic. Logic.
CM Punk is not your best friend. CM Punk loves no one but himself.
And his dog. And his wife.
And I gotta be honest with you, Paul. I gotta be honest with all of you, Minneapolis. I feel bad for you, Paul Heyman. You are in a very difficult, unenviable position. You are between a rock and a hard place. The easiest solution for all of us, for everyone involved, would be if you just removed yourself from the situation entirely and let me and Punk and Roman battle it out at WrestleMania for the soul of this industry.
Well, I mean, he's not going to get in the match. So what does Seth Rollins have to worry about?
But you can't do that, Paul. You can't do that, or you won't do that. I get it. You won't betray your tribal chief. You won't betray your best friend. I understand that. If only there was a solution, Paul. If only there was a way we could remove you from the situation.
He's going to beat up Paul Heyman.
Paul, it's for your own good. I would take it as a privilege to remove you from the situation right here.
Gonna head out, have a good rest of the stream. I'm only gonna be on for a couple minutes more, but you go get yourself some sleep, buddy. You gotta go to work.
It'll be quick, Paul.
Have a good night.
It'll be
Get
easy.
some sleep. Get some beauty
A
rest.
boot to
Thank
the
you for
back
hanging
of the
out.
Head, one quick stomp, and it's all over, man. Nobody's here to save you.
6:30.
Roman
Ouch.
Reigns isn't here to save you.
Don't like that. That's
CM
not fun.
Punk. What's that thing he likes to say? He's not here to make friends. He's here to make money.
Is CM Punk there? I thought he was supposed to be there.
How much are you worth? Are you worth that much? Are you worth
Punk is coming out. You think so?
that much?
Oh, he smacked the shit out of him. Hello. He smacked him.
Come on, Paul. How much are you worth? How much
Don't put your damn hands on me again!
Uh-oh. Paul Heyman getting aggressive.
Uh-oh. Seth Rollins. And CM Punk's here, and Punk making a beeline for the ring. Remember, Heyman's in his corner. Heyman and Punk claim to be the best of friends, and now Punk and Rollins beat the hell out of one another. Chaos underway here at ringside. Punk now sending Rollins over the announce table. CM Punk now and Rollins attacking each other. This personal, emotional rivalry.
Oh no, not the prime set.
Rollins trying to gain the upper hand, and now a takedown of Punk.
Oh, it's getting aggressive.
All-out brawl here on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, the history between these two, and now, of course, the situation is with Roman and Heyman involved, and it's just been taken up a notch to the next level.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Punk trying to torture Rollins here.
Punk's got him set up for...
What's Punk gonna do here? He's got something in mind.
My God, Punk measuring Rollins was looking. May have been looking for Rollins stomp, and now Rollins with a stomp of his own. A stomp to Punk by Rollins.
CM Punk playing it through the mat with a boot.
He's gonna hit Heyman? You think so? No, no, no. Ooh, that was close.
Now, you owe me a favor.
These favors and favors, man.
Things have just gone from bad to worse for Paul Heyman.
Crazy. Crazy. Wow. And that, my friends, is the end of Monday Night Raw. What a crazy ending. What a crazy ending. Is another favor going to come and play in this whole situation between Paul Heyman and CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and now Seth Rollins? Is another favor situation going to come about? There's only one more Raw to go, and that's Raw next week. That is the last Raw until the big show. This is crazy. Great Raw. Seth wants Heyman to be his This is the problem with having emotes at your disposal. You can make jokes like this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but I thought it was a great Raw. I think it was very good. Very good stuff between Jay and Gunther. I think that was my favorite part of the night is Jay Gunther. Now we finally get the situation with the women's world title cemented. It is now a triple threat match. There's also going to be a fatal four-way match for the Intercontinental Championship. Braun Breaker is now going to have to defend the title against Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, and Penta. So that's a big situation there. And again, the situation with Gunther and Jey Uso definitely amped up today because Jey Uso let Gunther know he is not afraid of him. The closing segment was fire. Braun Spear to Carlito was incredible. Yeah, that was definitely, I've never seen anything like that before in a wrestling ring. That was insane. That was nuts. Braun Breaker is a freak of nature. There is something wrong with that man. Seriously. But really quickly, guys, just want to let you know, tomorrow we're recording a new episode of the Ringside Rundown podcast. It is going to be covering the AEW Dynasty pay-per-view from yesterday. So if you want to subscribe to the podcast, it's available there. That's a Spotify link. But wherever you listen to podcasts, the Ringside Rundown is available. Just search Ringside Rundown, hit subscribe, or follow whatever's necessary, and you'll never miss an episode. Also, come hang out with us in Discord. Discord is where we talk about professional wrestling, but we also talk about other things like music, movies, sports, TV shows, and gaming. Plus, if you're a content creator, you can also share your content there. And let me know when you go live on Twitch so I can add you to the bot. So that way it pings you automatically on Discord. And also check out our merch store where you can check out all the new stuff for spring and summer. We got t-shirts, tank tops, snapbacks, coffee mugs, swim trunks, whatever you need, and there's more stuff coming for the Ringside Rundown merchandise store. Hopefully you guys check it out. I'm going to make it very easy tonight. I'm just going to send you guys over to Mr. JDK Nonstop, who's doing his usual night streaming. So hopefully you can say hello to Mr. JDK. He's probably yapping about Monday Night Raw and giving his thoughts on tonight's Monday Night Raw. He's a great guy. Thank you for posting that message, Mike. I appreciate it very, very much. Again, if you don't know who Mr. JDK Nonstop is, he's one of my good friends that I have found here through streaming. Go ahead and check him out. Give you an easy access way to follow him. Before we get to his stream, go check him out at Keeley's Network, twitch.tv/Keeley's Network. Again, good guy, great streamer. He does a variety of things. If you don't know, JDK Touch Grass. There you go. I'm telling you, this guy's got a whole slew of emotes at his disposal, and it's just fantastic to see. Thank you, Mike, for hanging out. Thank you, Bella, for being here. Thank you to Dinodian Rex for coming to hang out. Good to see Jeff, finally. Good to see Jeff. Thanks for coming to hang out. Obviously, my brother said hello too, so thank you to my brother for coming to say hello. I appreciate it. The next stream, ladies and gentlemen, the next stream will be on Wednesday. Wednesday for AEW Dynamite, which is perfect because Wednesday is also when we're dropping the latest episode of the Ringside Rundown. Is JDK online? Oh no, he must have signed off. All right, so let me see who else I could send you to. My buddy JDK signed off. He signed off. So now I don't know where to send y'all. Huh. Interesting. That coward, yeah, he didn't want to have to deal with me tonight. I see how it is. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong screen. JDK is still there. I'm going crazy. I'm like, why would he sign off? He never signs off this early. He's still there. He gave the Hawk Tua to my raid. I'm losing my mind. He's still there. I was on the wrong screen. I was looking at somebody else's. I was like, what the hell is going on? He never signs off this early, but I'm going to send you over to him right now. Hold on one second. Let me just retype it in. Had to cancel it. All right, there we go. All right, guys, out of here. Let's go. We're going to see JDK. See you guys on Wednesday. Love you. Take care of yourself. Get some rest. Mike, you get some rest. Get ready for your big vacation coming up. And we will see you on Wednesday for Dynamite. Adios, amigos. Take care.